And both those teams have coaches who are fun as hell. So leave it to the idiots to come and Mike McD and Al. Like, who took that the wrong way? Honestly, who am I kidding? I'm not surprised. There's always going to be a few that have to ruin something good. Like, and by the way, get off Al, too. Get off of Al. Al is an icon. Al is a legend. What I'm saying is, you're lucky he even performs for you bastards. Leave Al alone. Why do so many of you have to ruin great things? Why are you looking to ruin legendary things? Of all the ass broadcasting that there is right now, why are you so fixated on Al lately?
Right.
And of all the boring, lame, cliche-reading coaches in the world, you want to dim the light on one of the brightest, funniest coaches the sports world's ever seen? Man, get with that. Get out of here. I know most of you actually have good senses of humor and knew all along what Al was doing and what that story involved. But for the jackwagons who did not get that and who were really coming at Al for story time, man, get.
This is stupid. Get.
Luckily for now, your BS has not stopped my guy Mike from being who he is because, as we all know, Tyreek said it best. It's going to take a hell of a lot more to sting a guy like that who needs a wheelbarrow to carry his cojones around. It was a good story, even if you tried to wreck it.
I feel like I was painted out to be kind of a D-bag.
Quite the opposite, Coach. Rap Sheet reporting the Vikings are activating wide receiver Justin Jefferson from IR today. He will play after the bye. Great. Who's going to get him the ball? For the ones who get it done, Grainger is offering supplies and solutions for every industry as well as access to product experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call or click Grainger.com or stop on by. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow. We're out. Clones, what do we want when we're craving protein or we need some more energy? Not bars, not sugary snacks, not energy drinks. What we want is beef, pure and simple. So where's the beef? It's in a package of Old Trapper beef jerky. Old Trapper is not your father's jerky. It's not shriveled, dry, and tasteless. Old Trapper beef jerky is made from lean strips of steak and quality spices that are smoked over a real wood fire. So it's tender and it's tasty. It's not tough. And why is it so good? Because Old Trapper is a 50-year-old family business known for their relentless commitment to quality. They take smoked beef extremely seriously, and you can taste it in every single bite. Old Trapper is packed with protein. It comes in 4 great flavors to satisfy all your cravings. Quality smoked meat at its finest that goes with you wherever you go, to the game, to the gym, to the beach. So look for Old Trapper in the Clearview bag. You can see the quality you're buying. Look for it in major retail stores near you. If you don't see it, clones, ask for it by name because no other jerky compares. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
'Tis the season, Pirates. It's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. Holiday cheer is here along with our biggest sale of the year. The unbeatable Black Friday markdowns are ones you don't want to miss. With the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC, you'll find exceptional deals on tons of brands including Springfield, Benelli, Mully, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Sig Sauer, Bergara, Henry, Beretta, Ruger, Glock, Federal, Hornady, Winchester, and the list goes on. Come find the perfect gift at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when little things in life are hard, like when you're working late and happy hour has already started, but you're about to clock out and head over. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The holiday season is here, and Russell's wants to be Santa's little helper. The fall arrivals at Russell's are amazing. Whether it's the great collection of men's suits and sport coats, the beautiful dresses and casual attire for women, or the new collection of Barber outerwear for both men and women, we have you covered. Russell's Clothing has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years. That adds up to a lot of Christmas smiles. Our signature gift wrap is beautiful and free. Put us on your list. We'll both be glad you did. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hungry for game day, Pirate Nation? Take advantage of the Warren's Hot Dogs tailgate special of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.75 each. And the best part, this special is available every day. Just call ahead and Warren's will have your order ready to go. Hungry for breakfast? Warren's Hot Dogs in Chakawinity opens at 5 a.m. with cheese biscuits, chicken biscuits, sausage dogs, and more. Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers, or in Chakawinity next to the fire station. Go Pirates!
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Ahí estaba, en el centro. Hoyo de Gloria.
Have you scanned your MVP card?
Breakfast was 3 eggs, scrambled light with grits and extra crispy bacon.
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I know, Clip, the people are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
Let's get to that conversation now. Here is that.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Chandler, you make me laugh, man. Welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Clip Brock here with you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, pr927fm.com. And we'd love for you to hang out with us on Facebook Live and YouTube. Check us out on Pirate Radio TV. Great to see those subscription numbers going up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe. Also hit the thumb, hit the like for us. We would appreciate that. A lot of videos available for you there, including this show every day. We've got our chat with the ECU volleyball players and Coach Adler Augustine from yesterday, as well as our post-game football, of course, and basketball, and John Gilbert and his comments earlier today as he held a press conference with a kind of State of the Union address and talking a lot about football, NIL, and everything in between. We will hear what John Gilbert had to say coming up on today's program. We've also got the Mully Man joining us in the 4 o'clock hour. We've got Bryce Williams, and I cooked up an off-season exhibition edition of Name That Sound. And Shirley wasn't even aware of this. We're going to go Shirley versus Bryce in Name That Sound. It's just 5 questions, just a quick little mini game here in the off season. I thought it'd be fun to play with Bryce, so we'll do that in hour number 3. Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt is here, and Coach Mack is back. Mack McCarthy rocking the old school East Carolina pullover today. I like that. Good to see you, Coach.
What do they call it? The legacy mark or
sounds good
vintage?
To me. Yeah.
Whatever. Legacy, I think, is what they called it.
Yes, sir. That looks good. And appreciate you being here. And Billy says, thanks for being here, guys. It sounds like the show is going to be really good today. Oh.
Whoa.
That's I don't know if I can handle that pressure.
Well, those backhanded compliments, I think.
Oh, is that what it is? Boy, the last few weeks have been awful, but today sounds pretty good. So we will have a good time on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. With Coach Mack here, I want to talk conference championships. I want to talk scenarios. I can't wait until Coach Mack grills me with questions. Can Chandler get involved in these as well?
Sure.
All right, Chandler and I will try to answer the questions of Coach Mack. Talk a little college hoops as well. But Coach John Gilbert did speak earlier today, and I guess like anything with college athletics today, and with anything in life, money is the most talked about piece.
I have a friend, I think I've told you this before, and he says the answer is money. Now, tell me what the question is.
Yeah, doesn't matter what that question is.
Doesn't matter. The answer is money.
The answer is money, and a lot.
Speaking of that, let me cut in on that.
Please do.
The money.
Money.
I keep hearing. I see all these schools, especially the ones who haven't done as well as they expected to do. We've got to get our NIL right. Okay. Do you understand that even with NIL money, you still have to recruit? I mean, it's not like they open bids like a government contract. You don't go to the highest bidder necessarily. Most of the kids are interested in going where they can get some money and have a good experience. The recruiting does not stop. You don't just offer somebody money and it's over. You have to recruit too. It's back in the day they said, well, they cheated. Well, if they cheated to get a kid, that kid was getting cheated on by everybody. They still had to recruit him. And it's the same thing with the NIL.
And you've got to not only recruit, you still have to train them and coach them and win games. Like it doesn't guarantee anything. It certainly helps you out. I think it helps you out more with retention than just as much as bringing guys in. I mean, we saw East Carolina lose Avery Jones eventually to Auburn and Ashad Strother to Oregon. And you would think if you had NIL and could pay those guys, if you had a fund at the time, it would maybe keep them around. Although, is anybody going to say no to Oregon and Auburn? I mean, we're always going to be in that position.
That's my point.
Yeah.
I mean, if ECU or let's use somebody, if UVA offers their freshman quarterback $100,000 and Alabama offers him $100,000, guess where that kid's going to play next year?
Yeah.
Not Charlottesville.
Roll Tide. So yeah, it's part of it, but it's not the end all be all. Pike, what's up, Pike? He said, I heard Garcia is going to the portal. I want to update that as well. I'm going to do my best to keep up to date on what Pirates are in the portal. So let's kick off the show with that. Chandler, we've got quarterback Mason Garcia in the transfer portal.
In the portal, yes, sir.
No shocker there.
Nobody's in the portal yet.
He will be entering the portal.
Yeah, there you go.
He plans to enter.
I guess it's so the portal, he's on like a beltway that's carrying him to the portal.
He's waiting in line.
Yes, and it's going to be a long line. 2 offensive linemen, Isaiah Foote and Grant Copeland, will be leaving East Carolina and entering the portal.
Obviously know about Isaiah Foote with starting experience in the past. Didn't play a lot this year. Not sure about Grant Copeland, which I'm sure he's going to look for some more playing time.
What can you tell me about linebacker Trevon Hayes?
Trevon Hayes, can't say much.
Okay. Tegan Wilk, East Carolina safety, will be entering the portal. A couple of kickers, Carson Smith and Ryan Capriotti, no relation to Jennifer.
Any long snappers in that group?
We'll get there, Coach. Okay. So 2 kickers. What does that mean? That Conrad's our guy.
Looks like Andrew Conrad's going to be the guy going forward.
David Chapeau, punter. Never heard of him before yesterday. He will be entering the portal.
Gone.
And I do have one here, Coach, at the bottom. Long snapper, Chandler Honeycutt, question mark, parentheses, rumor.
I heard the rumor.
Not only, you brought that up on your own today,
It was on a message board.
So, Chandler, I hate that this is like a coach when he keeps getting those questions every day, and he says, I'm not going. And the more you say that, the more I think you're actually going to leave Pirate Radio.
No comment.
Oh,
I just hit you with a no comment.
That is scary. Yep. That no comment is really, that tells a lot.
No comment.
What was that?
Next question, no comment.
You say it best when you say nothing at all?
Uh-huh.
Man.
Who sang that?
The smile on your face, let me know that you need me, the thrill in your heart.
A couple people. Top 10.
Let's go, Martina McBride.
Nope.
Faith Hill.
I know who it is. Wait. The original
there were
or
two.
there were? I know both.
There were two.
The original was.
I'll give you one. Give me the other. Keith Whitley.
Okay. The other one was Alison Krauss.
Yes, right. And I love some Keith Whitley.
I love some Alison Krauss.
It's hard to beat.
I love some Chandler Honeycutt.
Alison Krauss, one of two singers, the other being Whitney Houston, that I feel are natural singers, that their singing voice is much like breathing.
Yeah, I'd put Fergie into that category.
No.
What about Jennifer Nettles?
Jennifer Nettles, don't get me wrong, she has a great voice, but it's not. It seems a little forced sometimes.
Ooh, not natural.
Not natural.
Okay.
To me, there's only been two, and that's Alison Krauss and Whitney Houston.
Kenny Curling's asking, is Chandler going to be another name redacted? Chandler?
No comment.
Wow.
Name redacted.
No comment.
This, look, it would hurt, but next man up. We got to have that next man up mentality, that game point mentality.
I guess that'd be Joey.
I guess so.
Someone give him a ride.
Did you give him a ride home last night?
I
by the
did.
way? Okay.
I did.
I was just checking.
All right. And a couple of guys that will be returning, Hampton Ergel and Parker Moore. That last R at the end of Moore.
Yeah, that is quite difficult to pronounce.
So this is where we are, November 28th at 3:09 p.m., and we'll keep you up to date on that portal list. Coach, I want to, East Carolina has an opening at offensive coordinator, as you know. Are you well enough versed in the college football game to give us some real possible candidates? Or
no?
All right, question.
No comment.
He had a comment.
I'd be glad to comment, but I don't know enough of those folks to be really informative on that subject. Of course, that doesn't keep me from talking about other things.
Well, yeah, that's fine. It's a talk radio show. We got to talk, even if we don't know what the hell we're talking about. Thoughts on some of the coaching moves we've seen so far? Mike Elko.
I helped Mike Elko get to Texas A&M.
You started that up, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was very original.
He was the only one saying it.
He was doing well. Yeah, he was doing well. He had coached there. I've seen a lot of comments about the swinging and swaying and singing that they did at the press conference.
Just the swinging.
I saw some people comment on it that I have seen do worse, and but they felt compelled to comment on it.
You want to mention any names?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Yeah, and do you even care? Do you now, Joey? I had to educate him recently on coaches actually say they're not going to take a job and end up taking it. It happens all the time, every year. I'm
totally aware with that.
Every sport. I know, and so you're okay with it right now. You understand the game and how it works.
I understand the game.
Have you ever done that, Mac? You ever said I'm not leaving and then leave?
Did you do that at Auburn?
I've told them that I was going to leave and then stayed.
So you done the opposite.
Keep them on their toes.
Oh yeah.
No, I never did that.
And then everybody like transfers, and you're like, "I'm just kidding. Come back." You don't have a team anymore.
The one thing that I haven't seen get a lot of traction is did Elko do it right with the kids? I mean, did he do it right with the Duke players?
What is
They're
the right
sour
way?
in there in Durham.
I always feel like I hear he didn't do it the right way. Well, what's the right way to leave?
Well, you
somebody?
talk to them before they hear about it on the news.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know one way or the other if he did it or not.
Yeah, I think so. I turned the job down because they wanted me to take it before we played in the NCAA tournament, and it was a Power 5 job, but they wanted me to take the job and then coach that game as the new head coach at University X. And I said, I can't do that to these guys. We've been through a lot of stuff, but everybody does it differently. And
You do it the right
for
way.
$7 million, I might have adios. I don't know what the heck. I don't
Adios.
know. There wasn't that much money in it back then, but yeah, I hope he did it the right way. He seemed like a good guy, and he everywhere he's been, everybody has sung his praises, and he's made everywhere better, whether it be Wake Forest or Notre Dame or Texas A&M, and certainly he did a good job at Duke. The schedule kind of fell in his favor, and of course this year they had the injury, so it's really hard to judge what he did, but back-to-back bowls at Duke is a pretty good job.
Coach, I was going to ask if you had too much integrity for the world of college sports, but then I remembered you coached Charles Barkley at Auburn. So
wow,
what?
Wow, that's cold.
That was a little joke. Is it not a good joke? I thought it was a pretty good joke.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
That was just
Sorry.
terrible.
Dude.
Sorry. All right, fine.
That was terrible.
I guess we'll do a serious sports talk show here.
But the Elko hire is interesting. Let me ask you this: Elko got about $7 million, right? And the new Jonathan Smith at Michigan State got $7 million. Their predecessors were making 10, right? Okay, so is this an adjustment?
That's a good
by
sign.
College athletics?
I hope so. That's smart.
So that's this new standard for hitting a home run was about $10 million. Matt Rule got 9 at Nebraska last year, but this backs up a little bit. Did they take the guys because they could get them for less, or did the market indicate a reduction in salaries for these guys? Because A&M can pay anything, Michigan State can pay anything.
Yeah, that's why I was going to say maybe it's more because I feel like the market, like you said, I mean, they have an unlimited bank if they want to go pay somebody. So maybe they're just being smarter about it. They're being more frugal. I don't know.
Well, while you're talking about jobs, there are 5 Power 5 jobs open, if we can use that term. I realize it cringes a lot of people. Houston, Indiana, Duke, Oregon State, and Syracuse, although you could question Oregon State. Those are the 5 that are open Power 5. Which of those is the best job? Houston, Indiana, Duke, Oregon State, and Syracuse.
Houston?
Probably the easiest league to win in,
and they're in Texas.
Oregon State, we don't know what league they're in.
I was going to say Oregon State, but they're part of the Left Behind group.
Yeah, you don't want to be there,
and they don't have any money.
I saw they got a schedule deal with the Mountain West. I guess
that's the plan. Yeah.
So that's off the table. Duke is off the table for me.
Okay.
Cuse has been a winner before, but it was a long time ago. We were talking about Paul Pasqualoni yesterday with Jason Nichols.
Donovan McNabb.
And who was the other?
Indiana.
Nah, throw them off.
So it's
the table.
Houston.
It's got to be.
Okay. All right. For the group of 5, there are 5. Middle Tennessee, UTEP, New Mexico, San Diego State, who was the darling before the season, and Boise State, which has one.
I said this yesterday, and even with Boise in the mix, I'm going to say San Diego State. Great location. They're in a pretty good league and have a pretty good standing in that league, I would say.
Shown success in the past few years.
And have been in some rumors to get into a bigger league, right?
Yeah, they were the hot name, and all of a sudden they got left out totally.
I would definitely go San Diego State. Can I ask a question off your question?
Positively.
Do you think we see what's the opposite of a renaissance? A downfall? A Boise State downfall now, moving forward? Can they ever get it back?
I don't know. Assuming that they're going to be part of that new scheduling alliance, that's a good word. Yeah. Assuming that they're going to be part of that, it'll be tougher for them to maintain that, I would think.
Yeah. I would say San Diego State, because they've had some tradition too, and history.
They have had some good teams going into this year. They were the favorite to be picked up by the Pac-12. There was even some talk about maybe the Big 12 would jump in there and get them instead to have a California presence. And of course, we know all hell broke loose.
Also, the location can't beat that.
Everybody, that's one place I've never been, and I don't know why, but everybody that's been there tells me it is the perfect weather place in the world.
There you go.
Which I could go for that.
I haven't heard that about Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
No, you are close to Nashville though, where you got a lot of good music situations.
There you go. Food as well, I understand. All right, you got any more questions? Let's go with the questions. I like the questions.
I got lots of questions. All right, assuming there are 4 undefeated league champions, is there any question that those 4 will be in the college football playoff?
There's a question, but
all right, if there is a question, the 3 that would be left then would be Oregon, Alabama, and Ohio State.
One loss Oregon is better than Florida State currently. All those teams are better than Florida State currently, probably. Who'd you say? Texas? Did you say Texas?
Oregon, Texas, Ohio State.
Yeah, all those teams are better than Florida State. But they won all their games. They deserve to be in. So I question it, but I would still put Florida State in. How do you feel about that?
No, I agree. I don't think you can leave an unbeaten, autonomous 5 league champion out.
But while we're talking, I mean, it's hypotheticals, but, well, we could just say if they made a line for those games, Oregon State, Texas, and Ohio State are all favored over Florida State. A couple of those teams might be favored by double digits.
Yeah.
Oregon's favored by 9.5 against Washington.
Yeah.
Well, they would be favored by 13.5 against Florida State.
Probably. But is that how? I mean, or we let Vegas pick the college football playoff?
No, I gave you my answer. I'm just saying.
You're staying with Florida State.
I am.
Okay.
Reluctantly.
Okay. All right, Heisman. Are you just going to give it to the quarterback of the best team, which will be either Washington or Oregon, who wins that game? Or can you give it to a 3-loss Jaden Daniels?
So I'm into the. Would you like to answer any of these?
You're doing a good job.
Or am I just doing such a great job?
You're just doing such a great job.
I'm speaking for Chandler and myself. I am into the playoff. I'm into the scenarios. I'm going to watch some of these games this weekend. I don't care at all about the Heisman, but I will answer the question.
Say it ain't so.
I mean, I've talked all year, Coach, about how it's just a bummer that, first of all position players are ruled out. Like, and I don't know if there is one this year. Marvin Harrison.
Harrison.
He's the best player in football, right?
He might not even win the Biletnikoff.
Okay, well, the whole thing's stupid.
That's crazy then.
Who's going to win the Biletnikoff?
Oh, I'm just saying there are plenty of choices out there. I don't know that he's had that kind of year.
I would give it to. Is there a definition? Does it say what the Heisman is meant to be? I would look at that and say the best player in college football is Daniels at
it says
LSU.
Most outstanding player
annually to the most outstanding college football player. Okay, that's LSU's quarterback.
But we have it's been a long time since we've seen there have been 2 in recent history that you all would remember that had multiple losses, and that was Baylor,
RG3,
RG3, and Johnny Manziel. They both have multiple losses. And, of course, there have been some running backs, but there hadn't been anybody besides a quarterback other than those couple running backs in a long time.
Well, Bo Nix is the favorite, and they have 1 loss and maybe 2 coming. If Bo Nix loses,
he's out.
Definitely give it to Daniels.
All right. Okay. Is it down to those 2?
Are you saying that just because you're not a Penix guy?
Wait. I like Penix. He's fine. But
you just think he's not going to pan out in the NFL?
That's just a take that I had, yes. And I'm terrible at takes.
Even though you have one of the hottest ones ever still alive.
Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
Best take ever. Is McCarthy still? Again, I don't know, Coach. I don't even follow this Heisman, the odds or anything. So
well, the thing about Penix, he started out great. He has not been good lately, and his only 2 400-yard games came against Michigan State and Boise State, I think. 2 teams that, Boise State's playing for their championship, but they also fired their coach, so they couldn't have had too good a year.
If you give it to him, you're doing exactly what I don't like, and that's giving it to an undefeated team's quarterback, basically, when there are better players. So I don't think he should win.
Okay, what is the line that you draw, though? Can a team with a losing record have a Heisman Trophy winner?
Yeah, if they have a guy that is a one-man show that scores 4 touchdowns a week and their team loses 31-28 every week, yes. We'll never see that, but it's supposed to go to the best player. It's right there in the name.
I want to say
the Heisman is the best player on the best team.
No, it's not.
It doesn't say that, though.
That is stupid. Let me talk. This is what happens when you talk.
No, listen. I'm saying that because that's what they're choosing now.
Well,
we're arguing that we don't want it to be that way.
Okay, all right.
So listen what I have to say first.
I heard exactly what you said. You said the Heisman is the best player on the best team.
And we want that to change. We hate that.
I didn't let you finish your sentence.
Exactly.
All right.
So sorry for not clarifying, but I couldn't clarify because I couldn't get there on time. But anyway, we want that to change. And so in this case, I think Daniels deserves it.
There we go.
Can you say period when you're done with your sentences?
Period.
Okay.
Damn. Period.
Okay.
All right. Let's revisit a topic from the last couple weeks, and whatever your all's opinion is. What should be, assuming that everything that we hear is true about what Michigan did, what should be the NCAA penalties for Michigan, or is it just over with?
Is the 3 games it? Is that what you're saying?
Is the 3-game suspension and firing one guy who had nothing to do with it?
I hate the college penalty where they vacate wins. I think that's lame. I know you say that they're important because some guy didn't win enough to get in the Hall of Fame or something. Well, that's his fault. Shouldn't have cheated. I think vacating wins is lame. I think postseason bans is lame to some degree, especially when the players that are on the team at the time are getting punished for something they didn't do. So at this point, with everybody making so much damn money, let's just go fines. All these coaches are making millions. Make Jim Harbaugh pay millions of dollars and suspend him. Hell, he missed the first, 4 games this year? Suspend him for the first 4 next year. And dock him $5 million.
I can see this being a situation where going forward in the future, you're going to sit there as a college football fan and think, all right, when's it going to hit? When are the sanctions or whatever going to hit? And it's just never going to happen. So I mean, it's like there's going to be anticipation for something to happen, but I just think it's going to be swept under the rug, and you'll look back at this and go, man, there should have been more done to this. More punishment, but there just won't be.
It just seems like such a competitive advantage. It was one thing to cheat in recruiting, and the NCAA has kind of set a precedent with what they did with Tennessee. They didn't punish the team. The coach was already fired. They couldn't find him. He's no longer employed.
What infraction are you talking about?
The recruiting infractions by Coach Pruitt at Tennessee.
Okay.
And then where they were given the bags and McDonald's money.
Yeah.
So they fined the school, whatever it was, $9 million, whatever they did. That sort of set a precedent. Okay, we're not going to punish the kids. We can't take the school. The TV will not allow them to make a bowl ban, postseason ban. Television isn't going to allow that.
Yeah.
And television is calling the shots. So what can you do other than fine them? But it seems like if Michigan really got an advantage for this season, the last 2 seasons, whatever it was, this doesn't seem like enough to me.
Yeah. Well, Bears fans and Panthers fans and soon to be Commanders fans, I hope he gets fired or has to go or just says enough's enough and goes to the NFL.
And you would want him?
I would take Jim Harbaugh. He's been to a Super Bowl.
I've said I would. I would take him.
Wow. Old khaki pants.
Hey,
khaki pants.
Coach, he's been there in those khaki pants.
He has been. He didn't win.
In the NFL. He didn't win, but he's been there.
You know why he didn't win? Because he faced another hardball. You can't beat a hardball with a hardball.
Two negatives don't make a positive, Coach.
Two negative hardballs.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going. But I do have a question on the fines. And you got these guys score a touchdown in the NFL, do a dance, do something, move their hips, point at a guy's face, and they fine them tens of thousands of dollars. Why? I don't know. But where do these fines go?
The NFL goes to charities.
Where do these colleges?
NCAA guy goes to the pockets of the guys in Indianapolis.
So that part I don't like, but the fact that it's coming out of the pockets of Jim Harbaugh, I do like. All right. Anyway.
All right. Last big question. After hearing the situation with ECU, Coach Gilbert, A.D. Gilbert, gave his state of the state, and I guess they were on a radio show last night or had a press conference or something. What is the best case scenario for ECU going forward? How does this work where next year and going forward ECU football is good?
You bring in an offensive coordinator that is tied to a quarterback already that has put up yards in
philosophy change
college games, and he's come in and ready to go right away. And you tag that on with a big time tackle and a big time playmaking receiver like Isaiah Winstead, and you completely overhaul this offense. And in conjunction with that, retain Blake Harrell and the players that are already on the good side of the defense. And that'll get you 7 wins next year, and you're going to a bowl and feel like you're going in the right direction. That's a lot that has to happen, but I think it's somewhat realistic in today's world.
Chandler?
I can't beat that. That's basically
the
gist of it.
There are a ton of quarterbacks in the portal already. And some of them's offensive coordinators are already gone. Like Michigan State lost all 3 quarterbacks on the roster today. Well, not today because the portal's not open, but they've announced their intentions anyway.
That's good news, and for us. But everybody else is out there looking for one, and even if you got one, you probably want to add one. So, but there are options out there for us.
You know, Max Johnson went in the portal from Texas A&M. Cam Ward, the number 3 passer in America for Washington State, he's in the portal again. He came from Incarnate Word to start with. So if he's graduated, he can go. If he's just a 2-time transfer, he may not be able to go.
I saw a tweet, and my first thing I do is I believe everything's fake when I first see it, and don't. But I saw where he had been offered $1 million by like 5 different schools already.
Yeah, we know that's not true, right?
Do we know it's not true?
No, but that's a little much.
Yeah, it feels fake to me. Yeah. But I mean, it wouldn't shock me. But just I saw that out there earlier today. Coach, I love your questions, man.
I'll be ready next week.
Nobody ever wants to ask me questions. They just look at me wanting me to ask them questions.
R.J. Felton asked me a name redacted question, and now it felt good to be asked the question for.
What did he ask you?
What did you think of the game?
See, I like that. Players interviewers. Let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. More with Coach Mack. We'll look at the ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big 12, AAC. Is this the week Tulane goes down? I've been picking against them a lot, including last week with UTSA. We will talk about that. If they do, who would play in a big-time bowl game? Do you have that answer?
Liberty.
Oh, give me Liberty or give me Tulane. All right, we'll talk about that and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music. Every Monday, open mic night. Tuesday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday night, line dancing and music from DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. Y'all come get bucked up. Go Pirates!
This holiday season, let the magic begin with Hilton Greenville. Turn your events into unforgettable celebrations with a holiday event package. With classic decorations and a tasty custom menu, your guests are sure to feel the holiday cheer. From setup to cleanup, decor, and more, the Hilton has it covered for you. Make this holiday season stress-free and let the Hilton Greenville do the work for you. Visit the Hilton Greenville's website or call 353-3058 to book your unforgettable experience. Happy holidays from Hilton Greenville.
Right now, new and current customers can get any phone for free at US Cellular, so you can connect with all your family members this holiday season. You can even call your aunt who always makes you talk to your cousin, who's a dog. Or, maybe just send her a festive text. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular. Get any phone free today. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
Nothing freshens up a space like a new coat of paint, and no one east of Raleigh makes painting easier than CertaPro. Residential or commercial, inside and outside, CertaPro is your dependable painting experts. CertaPro's concern is about getting your painting done right and making sure you're satisfied. Whether you have a large or small job, professional quality is what you will get. Let us come to your home or business and give you a free quote. CertaPro takes all the worry away from your painting project. Go to CertaPro.com and click on Clayton Greenville. That's CertaPro. CertaPro.
The holiday season is a special time of year, one that is meant to be spent with family, friends, and loved ones, offering a heart filled with gratitude, joy, and hope. Pitt County Schools is thankful for a community that inspires our students by providing growth opportunities and investing in our teachers and staff with continued support. The arrival of a new year also presents a fresh beginning. So if you are interested in creating a rewarding future by becoming engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages, we are hiring. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become a part of our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. Grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community.
The Angus Grill is your premier spot for the best burgers, cheesesteaks, and brisket sandwiches around. Join us for our unmatched variety of burger combinations, from the mushroom bacon Swiss burger to the jalapeno popper burger to the original Angus classic. Pair that burger with our amazing onion rings, tots, fries, or sweet potato fries. Angus Grill, with 4 amazing locations in Eastern North Carolina, including Winterville near Pitt Community College, on Jarvis Street in Uptown Greenville, and on Statensburg Road near the hospital. It's the best burger around, guaranteed.
Yo ho, you're listening to Pirate Radio. I'm only happy when it rains. I'm only happy when it's complicated. And no one know you can appreciate it. I'm only happy when it rains. You know I love it when it's music.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Shirley Rhodes here representing our Barton Bulldogs today. Chandler Honeycutt looking straight out of a fall catalog with the pullover, the jeans,
Patagonia?
You look like you should be walking through like a
J. Crew catalog.
Yeah, like a trail with leaves around you and stuff.
Yeah. Hands in pockets?
Yeah.
50% off everything he's wearing.
And Coach Mack here as well. Looking dapper in the old school ECU pullover.
Looking like he's ECU's basketball coach again.
Basketball.
Yeah, I got 2 rules about clothes. They got to be free and they got to fit. And they don't have to fit that good.
The 2 F's, free and fit. Let's get a chat gang update. Let's start with Facebook today.
All right.
WJ says Houston said he wanted to be more aggressive than last year's offense. Maybe the OC at Western Carolina, maybe. I like a good 2 maybes in one sentence. Maybe at the front, maybe at the back. Maybe. Kenny Curling says Steve Logan, OC. Yeah.
That's not happening.
Seen that a lot. Yeah.
Nah.
Adam says Bama is in if they beat Georgia. Well, who's out?
Yeah.
Who's out if they're in?
Apparently.
Is Georgia still in?
Everybody.
Because I argue this week that Georgia is more deserving to get in than Bama if they lose to. Let me start that sentence over.
Maybe.
If Bama beats Georgia, I still have Georgia in.
Wow.
12-0 regular season, SEC regular season champion.
And
if they want to give them a
Florida State out, you just put them in a little while ago.
I got them over Bama,
and they want to give them that chance for that 3-peat. You want to think they would just throw them in there just to say, hey, go do it.
Who's they?
Who is they?
The committee. The committee.
Is Condoleezza Rice still on the committee?
I think so.
All right. Kenny says death penalty. This is referring to our talks about what do you do. And Adam said fines won't keep the well-funded teams from breaking rules. Got a point.
It never has. That's true.
Got a point. So what do you do? Let's see. Dennis says, I see a lot of comments about Steve Logan. I've worked with him long after his ECU days and can tell you Nancy Pelosi would be more likely to come to Greenville over him. What is she?
She was
triple option spread. What's she run?
She's air raid.
I see her being a bit more old school than air raid. Let's see. On the YouTube side of things,
Wing T.
Jamie says John Gilbert on the hot seat. Well, I think he has backed Mike Houston and is tied a bit to Mike Houston. So if it completely goes downhill next year, could be tough for him as well.
You know, at some point, and this is not about ECU, but at some point across the country, don't ADs have to be responsible if the coaches they hired failed?
Well, I feel like it's been that way.
No, I don't think it's been that way at all. There are ADs who've hired multiple coaches that have gotten fired.
Yeah. Well, yeah, to answer your question, yes.
Yeah, you would think. But a lot of times it does not happen. And again, that's not talking about the local situation at all. I'm just talking about nationally.
Right.
It seems like ADs get to stay and then they fail to make a good hire, and then they get to make the next one too. Some of that doesn't make any sense.
Let's have a serious answer to a ridiculous question and premise.
Seriously serious.
Tyler says, is Arch Manning going to be available? Maybe we can go after him. What would it take? Serious answer, guys, because I know you guys like to play around. I try to keep it on track, and y'all get off track.
Let me try to be serious
with
here.
Your silliness. What would it take to get Arch Manning here?
I don't believe there's anything that could happen that would.
There's got to be something, Coach. Can't just say it's not possible.
I don't know. I saw a picture of him today in Starkville with Jeff Levy.
Wait, that's not good for Texas, is it? Why would he be there?
Was
that a real picture?
It may not have been a real picture.
Yeah.
They did have a relationship from the recruiting days when he was the offensive coordinator at Ole Miss, but no, it doesn't make any sense at all, and I assumed that it was fake.
The problem is
Peyton Manning got offensive coordinator.
Okay, now we're talking, because I was going to say money, like $5 million, $10 million.
Peyton Manning could be the head coach at Tennessee with just a request.
Coach, be serious.
I thought you were.
I'm being seriously serious.
The problem with money with Arch Manning is, like, they've got money. Like, even if we offered $15 million, it'd be like, well, I'm not going to Greenville, North Carolina to play football.
Change the nickname of the school, the Fighting Mannings.
Yeah, East Carolina Mannings. East Carolina Arches.
I will say we have a guy named Brandon Manning that lives here in Winterville.
He made a big impact on ECU baseball. Tyler, you know what? I tried to give some real answers, and I don't think there is one, unfortunately. Let's see.
Have a Manning cast for each East Carolina football game.
Jamie is an Indiana fan. He said Mike Hart interviewing for Indiana. Now, I remember him as the Michigan running back. I guess he's a coach on the staff there.
That makes sense.
All right. Let's see. Anything else? Billy, as far as 1 or 2 losses for quarterback in the Heisman race, how's he supposed to control a sorry defense and offensive line? I know. Exactly, Billy. I'm with you.
Because the Heisman is given to the best player on the best team. Period.
What? That was the throwback from segment 1. And I think that's about it. For Arch to Greenville, $1 million. No way. Jamie says the McMahons can get him here. If we gave him a WWE contract, future contract.
Aren't they in some kind of litigation or some kind of deal?
Yeah, everything's on the up and up there. Everything's fine. All right, Coach, what?
Wrestling and the up and up in the same sentence.
Chandler.
You know what? Here's how I'll give Arch my Mack McCarthy tie.
Wow.
Well, that hurts.
You just hurt this poor man's feelings.
Look, I'm trying to help the university here. I'm trying to get Arch Manning to Greenville.
Coach, you know you would enjoy seeing Arch Manning here. And I know that tie means a lot to you.
Can't you see him doing the pirate walk with the suit and then that be his tie that you're wearing, that he's wearing?
Come on,
Coach.
Robert, I'm sorry I missed this before. Blake Harrell's thoughts. Houston is confident he will stay. He asked, how confident are we that Blake Harrell will stay? You know what? I'm going to put it at about a 52%. So I'm
going to go.
In 100 scenarios that we're in right now, he stays in 52 of them.
I'm trying to think, on average, when do we see changes made? Or when do we see jobs accepted?
Tupac still see no changes.
Do you want to try that again?
Tupac still sees no changes.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to say. Changes.
But when do we, I feel
Coach,
like...
when do we see most changes?
Gosh.
Next couple weeks?
Yeah, I'd say
Because I'm trying to think...
When are we going to be out of the woods, I guess is what you're asking.
When are we going to be like, all right, if he's not gone by now, he's safe. Because we're not there yet.
I mean, January will be, I'd feel pretty good.
A couple of big jobs already filled, so, these things are going to happen quickly. These other jobs are going to happen quickly, I think. There's so much pressure with the transfer portal and the early signing date. They've got to get these jobs filled. And, I think some of them are shooting a little lower so that they can make sure they get their guy.
Yeah. But, Robert, everybody hoping, obviously, that Blake Harrell and that Pirate defense we saw this year is back intact next year, because you throw a few things on the offensive side and you're going to win some more ball games. All right, Coach, I'm going to steal a question from Chandler from yesterday.
Uh-oh.
What championship game are you looking forward to the most? Now, Chandler asked it on an annual basis. I'm going to ask just for this weekend.
Gosh, it's hard to go against Alabama and Georgia.
I know.
I mean, it's
I'm sorry, but it is.
Annually, is it the SEC championship game each year?
No, yes. If you don't count the Ohio State-Michigan game as the championship game.
Good point. Because it usually has the most stakes involved.
Yeah.
And it's good football.
They usually have the 2 highest-ranked teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that certainly is the case this year.
No, not the case this year. Washington and Oregon is the 2 highest ranked teams.
Good point. And you've got 2 top 10 teams in the ACC, but they both look very fraudulent to me.
Yeah, Louisville won't be in the top 10 when it comes out.
That's why last week I snuck one in with North Carolina because Ken Watlington was right. They hadn't usually. These numbers are like AP poll or whatever.
Are you going to count that?
You don't have to count. We don't have to.
No, I mean, it's up to you.
I got it right, and State blew them out.
It's a matter of personal integrity. They blew out a non-ranked team.
Yeah.
When it comes to the SEC championship,
and you're going to take it. Oh, my goodness.
Moving on.
When it comes to the SEC championship, going back to that, and to add to the argument of that being the best one, have we not seen in the past few years, maybe at least a couple times, a rematch of that championship game in the national championship game? I want to say Alabama and Georgia.
Just once.
Just once?
Yeah.
I was thinking LSU and Alabama played against each other at one point.
That was a regular season game and then the national championship.
Okay.
That wasn't the SEC championship game because they both been in the SEC West.
You know what? Good question.
Thank you.
Yep.
You were on it.
You got it. Yeah, now that I look at it, I'm not that interested in a lot of these games. What do you think about Tulane, SMU? Tulane get it done?
You know, I'm like you. I've been picking against them for a while, and I really want to pick against them again.
Interesting nugget if Tulane does lose, which it might not matter either way, but if Liberty is that team to play in a big bowl game and wins, it'll be back-to-back years East Carolina plays one of those teams because Liberty's on the schedule next year, just as Tulane was this year.
Who are the non-conference games next year? Do we know that?
We do.
Norfolk State,
Appalachian State,
Liberty,
and Old Dominion. Yeah.
Sexy, isn't it?
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Well, they're all games you can drive to.
Correct.
If you have to return those games.
That's your Joey.
Yeah. Then you're.
Where'd you watch the game from?
The stadium.
Oregon is going to beat Washington. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Yeah. Oklahoma State, Texas. Yeah, I don't like any of these games now.
Does Washington cover though? Does Washington cover the 9.5?
I think Oregon might smack them.
You would think, but I think Washington hangs around and maybe a backdoor cover.
Little backdoor touchdown late. All right, let's take a break because we got to make our top 10, top 25 picks. You know what? I'm a man of integrity. I'm going to run my record to 13-12 rather than 14-12. Even though I got the pick right and I got it right by a mile. But we won't count it. We won't count it for the official record. We'll do that and have more.
Chandler, I shamed him into it.
There's
Coach
nothing wrong
Mack,
with that.
Chan, Shirley, back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jake Hunter, your favorite dance guy for the ECU Baseball Pirates, and my brand new Hop to the Hum t-shirt is now available exclusively at pr927fm.com. My t-shirt is only $20 and is available for pre-order now until December 10th. This shirt will have you and all your Pirate friends hyped for the 2024 baseball season. Get shopping and get hopping to the hum. Visit pr927fm.com to purchase yours today and hop to the hum with me in 2024. Go Pirates.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Get holiday shopping done today at Naughty Life in downtown Washington. This is Gina from Naughty Life, and our store is stocked with the best gifts for your family and friends. Need a new Yeti cup or cooler? Then you can find it here at Naughty Life. Looking for some jewelry, sunglasses, or cool new apparel? Come to Naughty Life today. Also remember, we offer free gift wrapping and great customer service that will help you find a gift for the hard-to-buy person. Enjoy less holiday stress and more fun at Naughty Life on Main Street in downtown Washington.
Here with Christy Conway today from ENC Pirate Realty, and you guys are more than real estate agents.
That's right. We also provide property management services for rental properties. We have found that rental property owners have difficulty managing their rental properties effectively. We can provide full-service property management to those owners to include advertising their homes for rent, tenant screening, rent collections, and maintenance coordination. If you have real estate or property management questions, contact us at encpiraterealty.com. Go Pirates!
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cuccinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sup Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cuccinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cuccinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
Are you struggling with weight loss? It might be 15 pounds or 115 pounds. It seems like losing weight involves too much exercise and not enough food. Well, no more. Semaglutide is an FDA-approved treatment offered by Arc Point Labs. Dr. John Bruce, a board-certified bariatric surgeon, will consult and oversee your entire weight loss journey. Transform yourself and get ready for the beach next summer. This program is safe, cost-effective, and has a physician oversight. Call Arc Point Labs today at 514-8049.
The holiday tradition is back. It's the Nutcracker, presented by Dance Arts Theater. The Nutcracker will be at Wright Auditorium on the campus of ECU December 9th and 10th. Saturday has a 2 p.m. matinee and a 7 p.m. evening show. Sunday has a 2 p.m. matinee. Get your tickets now by going online at tickets.ecu.edu. Proceeds from this event will benefit the Maynard Children's Hospital at ECU Health and Medical Center in Greenville. Celebrate the season with the Nutcracker, presented by Dance Arts Theater.
Artemy, yo ho, yo ho, it's Pirate Radio.
Pirate Radio.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once?
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? Well, CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year. And they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a 6-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, breaking news. Thursday, December 14th, Pirate Radio Watch Party, ECU in Florida in basketball. Clip Rock in, Chandler in, Mack McCarthy gave me a face like I'd rather be doing anything other in the world, but I think he's kind of in.
It's on the calendar.
It's on the calendar. All right. That's going to be fun, Coach Mack. People, our chat gang enjoys our watch party, so they'll be fired up for that.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
We'll have some food for you.
Man.
Some laughs.
Can you dress up as a coach?
What day is that again?
That is December 14th on a Thursday night.
Thursday night. What time?
7 o'clock.
Clark.
What channel is it on, Chandler? I don't see TV information.
Oh yeah, it's right there in front of you. SEC Network.
It's on the SEC Network.
But seriously, hey, suit and tie for you. We'll be dressed up as basketball players.
Yeah, we wear our jerseys.
Nobody's wearing a suit and tie anymore.
Did you wear it? Yeah,
I know, and I hate that. And that's my old man take. I wish they would go back to that.
Well, you should wear a suit and my tie for that.
And then you wear the basketball jersey? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, it's happening. We got a deal, Coach?
Coach, did you ever make it to the comfortable clothes era of basketball?
Oh, no. Only like tournaments in Puerto Rico or Hawaii or Alaska or those kind of things.
I bet you love those, didn't you?
I love those games.
Absolutely. All right. Picks real quick. So I'm not gonna count State over Carolina, even though they blew them out, and I called it. It was a great pick by me.
That's a self-fulfilling prophecy that you picked them against an unranked team.
That's on you.
That's why I'm not counting it, guys. Are y'all listening to me?
Half of what
y'all
you're
are
saying.
so angry. You're such an angry mob. You're not hearing me say.
It goes to the integrity of the contest.
Which is why I'm not. You should be saying thank you, Clip. You're a great man.
Because you did the right thing, you want a pat on the back? Good luck with that.
Chan Honeycutt. What top 25 team is losing this week?
Man, I can't believe I'm going to pick this one. Let me look. Top 25 team to lose.
I'm taking Iowa.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Are they going to be in? See, we don't know who's in the top 25.
They'll be in the top 25.
All right.
Oh, man, look. I enjoyed picking them this year and getting, I believe, a couple of these right.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a man. He used to be 40, but he's going to lose this weekend.
Oklahoma
Texas over
State.
Oklahoma State.
All right, and Mac McCarthy.
I'll tell you what I'll do to try to help you all. I'll pick both of them. They'll both lose.
So you're doing a parlay here?
Yeah, I'm parlaying the top 25 pick.
Iowa.
I'm giving you two.
And OK State.
Yeah.
All right.
And if either one misses, I'm that's a loss.
10-4.
I checked to see if that line moved at all, and it's still at 35.
All right.
For Iowa, Michigan.
Top 10.
Did you see the under-over for the first half?
No.
0.5.
Oh, for
they're saying they get shut out.
Team total.
Yeah, for the Iowa.
Well, yeah, for the game, I did the math yesterday. It's like 6, basically, right?
Yeah.
So 5.5, whatever. All right, a lot of options here. Do you take Louisville to beat Florida State? Do you take? Well, you can just pick the SEC championship and be lame, like Coach Mack's going to do. I think the Pac-12 is a little. I like getting a rise out of you, Coach. Pac-12.
Don't listen to him.
Last time I checked, I was beating the pants off of y'all.
Yeah, I know. My pants are gone.
So
I'm not going to say anything.
Patagonia.
Pantalophia. Give me Oregon to beat Washington because I'm that kind of guy. I'm taking the lower ranked team to win because that's the
favored by 9.5. Okay.
Y'all get no appreciation for me. Give me Oregon to beat Washington. Chandler.
We're not going to have to worry about is Florida State in,
is
Florida State out. Steve Ellis.
Shock.
They're going to be shocks on Saturday in Charlotte. They're going to beat Florida State.
I like that. Attaboy. Mac?
That's why you're in last place. You just go with the seat of your pants. You're pantless anyway.
He has no seat of a pants.
I love to, throw out some exciting picks.
Yeah.
Washington. Easy.
Wow.
Toulouse?
Toulouse.
Okay. All right, here's what we're going to do. Mac won this exercise, but we're going to pick all the bowl games.
There was a big prize pack for this.
Sure, we're getting that together. It takes a while. We're compiling it all together. So, Mac, I'm going to go ahead and crown you the champion and congratulate you.
In my first year here.
First year, rookie of the year. You also won Rookie of the Year, Newcomer of the Year, Breakthrough Picker of the Year.
Wow.
You won all those.
Wow.
But we are going to reset it and do bowl picks.
Sure.
That cool? All right.
Kind of like NASCAR.
And we're going to do top 25 picks for basketball coming up.
Hey, we should keep it rolling.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's wild.
Coach, enjoyed it, man. We will talk to you on the phone next week.
We will.
All right.
Live from Charlottesville, Virginia.
All right.
As the Who's take on North Carolina Central.
Men.
So you call it Virginia NCAA. Now you're going to call it Virginia.
I was going to say, I thought that game already happened, but okay, different game.
I remember.
Coach,
thanks, Jim.
Keep your phone in your pocket during lunch.
Oh, man.
That's my only advice.
If you can't get me, call Ralph Sampson's restaurant. I'll be hanging out there.
Fair enough. Thank you, Coach. Mac McCarthy joining us to kick off today's show. When we return, the Mully Man will be here. He will be bald today. We will not make him wear a wig, so he will be in his natural state. We will talk, we'll solve all the world's problems in college athletics when we return after this.
I am one of those money fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself a creep.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to GUC.com.
Once you get your hot stuff freshly grilled right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to calling your friend on their home phone.
Hello, McDougal residence.
Hi, can Jerry come to Jersey Mike's?
Jerry! May I ask who's calling?
It's Danny.
It's Donnie! Pick up the phone! Yoo-hoo!
You know what? I'll call him when the cell phone gets invented. Nope. There's no going back once you get it freshly grilled. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
What's up there, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina. Are you guys ready for the holidays? Because we are here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have up to 15% off 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee second and third rows. Also this holiday season in November starting 2023, up to 10% off Ram 2500 and 3500s. And also this month and going forward, we have oil changes as low as $34.95. That's right, folks, $34.95 oil changes here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Go Pirates.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
This is Dr. Anthony Skellick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates!
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni.
Busted.
We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by the KT Pub Group, featuring great local places to eat, like the Sidebar and Christie's Euro Pub. Follow them on social media for the latest specials and more. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership. It is now a part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose the location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here's Clip.
All right, if you're a Panthers fan, stay off ESPN. They are breaking down the turmoil in Charlotte.
What's something I hate more than seeing David Tepper on a video is seeing it in high definition. That was really high definition in there.
You got a low def TV at home, standard def?
Yeah. Y'all got a really nice TV here.
Console unit that sits on the ground.
Yeah. How did you know? Nah, man, it's bad, and that press conference today went totally south. I mean, you've got David Tepper, not just David Tepper versus Panther fans. Now you have David Tepper versus Charlotte media.
Yeah.
Scott Fowler, David Newton, Joe Person, all Sheena Quick. They're all going after David Tepper.
Wow.
That's how you know Chandler's a true fan. He knows the beat writers.
It's almost sickening. But there's absolutely no other reason they'd be talking about the Panthers right now. So at least you can glean the fact that you get to watch some coverage on your team.
You get to see the logo.
Well, back-to-back years, I haven't seen anything about the Panthers except the firing of a head coach.
And that's all you got. And how bad your quarterback is that you traded franchise what am I trying to say? Mortgage the franchise to get. Whew, that was easy.
You got through it. Mully, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you, Bob?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see your head.
Yeah, it's here.
How was now you text me later that night.
The back of my head, it was like there were like bites or something. I don't know. That
Sure you don't have bed bugs?
Well, I think I have wig bugs, but that yeah. I hate you missed that, Chan.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well,
we made it through. You made it through it.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
And you came out.
Little alcohol, both consumed and applied.
Chandler, so the Tepper press conference was a disaster. What word or words would you use for the Gilbert press conference that we attended earlier today?
It's a good question.
Thank you.
Expected.
Good answer.
That is, yeah.
Just bleak.
Bleak. And I wanted to bring this up. I'll ask you, chat gang, Facebook and YouTube. What could Gilbert have said to make you feel better? Other than Mike Houston is fired, because I know a lot of you are going to probably say that. With Mike Houston being here, what would you have liked to have heard from John Gilbert today that he didn't say that would make you feel better about the situation?
Is there anything other than Mike Houston has been fired? Is there anything that he could have said to get on the good graces of this fan base? Anything?
Because
that's you're hot to death.
Hey, we are killing it.
That's another good question, and I'm thinking in my mind, okay, what would, and I honestly cannot think of what would be the.
What if he was brutally honest about, because today he said something like, our defense was good and we know we need to improve the offense. If he was more edgy about that.
And man, that offense.
Yeah, if he said, we know we have major deficiencies, we got to get better personnel, better coaching.
Let me ask you this. If basketball doesn't get it figured out, do we hear this exact same press conference come
Mully,
early winter?
Let's do one sport.
But what I'm saying is this just kind of the canned response? Hey, listen, we've got to get better. We know we need to get better. We're going to work on it, but we need money. Is that going to be? You know what I mean? Is that the immediate cop out now?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the go-to. It appears.
So does the indoor facility? How many wins was that worth this year? If they had the indoor facility, how many more games did they win this year?
I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, I mean,
so you would like John Gilbert to, if they're going to talk about money, and I've got the cut sheet here, Mully, and I've got the questions down. Let's see, NIL. It's littered throughout this page, and we'll hear some of these cuts because that's what a lot of it was about. Would you rather him say, let's pump the brakes on that completely and just go all NIL here if you're going to be donating money?
I mean, I think if we're going to spend that amount of money, and it's actually a less spend to properly fund the NIL. And again, I say properly fund. Listen, none of us know what properly funding really means.
Right.
The fact that he put a number on it today, I thought was interesting. Not at all in Chandler's term, not at all expected to me. I don't know where what is, and he used the number 700,000. Wonder where that comes from. Is there, because a lot of these things, I don't know that there's not a reporting forum or a mandatory reporting for collective in the NCAA. It's not like who's got what scholarships, and this is a situation that all you're doing is spitballing what you think people get. Even when you're told this is what somebody's getting, we really don't know that that's exactly what they're getting. We don't know how that deal's structured. We don't know what the final amount is. So to say 700,000 seems awfully random. My question also becomes, all right, 700,000 buys you what? Like what? Yeah. If the 700,000 is raised and spent, what is the expectation of the 700,000?
He said the expectation for this football team is to go to a bowl every year and finish in the top part of the conference. So I'm assuming with that 700,000 figure that he threw out there, that is what he thinks it'll take for them to achieve the baseline goals,
which is fairly mediocre. Right, and, I mean that's not saying
6 and 6 is right down the
so I mean I'm just for simple math I'm going okay, so a 7-win season and a reasonable bowl game, so at $100,000 a win. I mean, you know what I mean? Is that
sometimes we need it dumbed down like that.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, is that so? And I mean, pardon me if I'm wrong. And again, I'm not discrediting the power of the NIL and the need to as sickening as it is to say, to levelize the playing field. But I'm fairly confident sitting here today that the defensive side of the football did not get more NIL money than the offensive side 100%. Of the football got this year, and the defense was certainly high performing and potentially overachieving based off of coaching and scheme.
So we lost famously Holton, Keaton, Isaiah, CJ, Avery,
and look, you lost the three linemen.
Hold on, what did we lose defensively off of 2 years ago team? Gyra,
Malik Fleming. To
so Houston. You lost 2 on that side.
Gyra Wilson, like you said.
Yeah. And you didn't have as dramatic a loss because, I mean, I don't know, but my point.
No, it's a great point. You did have more returners on that side of the ball. But we lost more than that, though. Right? We lost more play, like returning starters or contributors.
Well, Xavier Smith.
You had guys like Sean Dorseau, but like I don't think people were
Miles Berry, like some leader type guys that played.
Yeah. And you know, look, I know that offense went through a complete and total reconstruction.
The dude that left at the bowl game.
Oh yeah, Powell.
Who was pretty good player.
But I know that the offense went through a complete and total reconstruction. I guess my point is, yes, the money is needed to get the players, which is sad but true. But there is a balance in the comment made that the teams that have the better players, it's not just about great coaching. Well, I think you look at a Duke. Duke is in on NIL, right? The word on the street is each player gets $30,000, scholarship player gets $30,000 minimum, and then whatever else their personal deals are. $30,000 isn't necessarily buying you the best players in the world, right? $30,000 is not getting you a ton of 5 stars.
How many are on that roster?
Well, they got 57 scholarship players. Is that right? I don't even know what the scholarship breakdown is at that level.
So if I just did like 30,000 times 57, you get 1.7.
Yeah, that's your. I think 57 is the travel roster, and 80 something is the scholarships.
So we're gonna say Duke's just for their football is at least
$2 million.
Yeah, right around there. Okay,
right.
And we're talking
700,000
because I think it is. You bring up this point all the time, Mully. That what do other teams got? What do we got comparison to that? So it is nice to actually have a number.
Yeah, a barometer. And well, and I think we as a fan base and as a athletic department spend a lot of time looking at what other people do have as opposed to what we have, and we've always kind of been cried poor but you know what, those things have not changed right? It's always been blue-collar kids. It means something to be at East Carolina. That's where the success has come from.
That's what you hear Jason and Marcus talking about a lot.
Right, but the dynamic of this thing has changed so greatly. What I would wonder is if you go back to the team that you just alluded to from 2 seasons ago, how many of those kids ever show up on this campus in the environment of NIL? And if you do get them on campus, how many of them stay on campus? And we'll just use C.J. Johnson. C.J. Johnson being recruited by Virginia Tech, being recruited by Carolina.
Right.
Do one of them come in with a bag full of money that East Carolina couldn't offer? You would have to think so. Also, it's going to be interesting to me if or when somebody, the NCAA would be the likely, would figure out a way to better govern this deal, because it's not meant to be a recruiting enticement. It's meant to be reward for use of your name, image, and likeness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's meant to be these players, student athletes, if they are a spokesperson for your brand, you are now allowed to compensate them. If they want to make a T-shirt and sell that T-shirt at UBE, they are now allowed to do that. If somebody wants to name a smoothie after them and give them $1 a smoothie, they are now allowed to do that. It's not supposed to be weaponized as it's being done right now.
It stinks too, because, and this is like old people talking about stuff now, like. But seeing number 2 jersey back in the day at UBE, or number 7 jersey, and they're selling those, and they're selling those numbers for a reason, it makes sense for those guys 100%. To get a little cut of it.
100%.
And I always thought that was the case. And to see what it has now become, you're right. It does kind of stink.
Well, and all this came to light with Ed O'Bannon, and it should have been addressed back then. The folks that sit at the top of the ivory tower sit there with their eyes closed, assuming that they're going to continue just to rule the world because they've always ruled the world, and the ivory tower being the NCAA. Somebody at some point should have said, "Listen, these kids, they deserve some amount of revenue share for the stuff that's being generated off of their name, image, and likeness."
Yeah, and I think even the people that disagree with what it is now should understand that if somebody's selling a video game with your face on it,
100%,
shouldn't you make some money off that?
Yeah.
And they're bringing in millions?
Right.
Yeah, so there is a point to it all.
In the day of selling programs, which is kind of a dead
programs.
thing now. But, if they were selling programs with your picture on the front of it, shouldn't you be entitled to a piece of that?
I never even thought of that, but yeah, get a 50 cent or
25 cent a program, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever works. Kind of on this note, but a similar, or maybe on the other side of it, I've been thinking about like these contracts too with coaches, and not specific to any one institution or whatever, but seeing like at A&M, Elko just gets a $7 million deal with incentives that could take him to like $12 million or something. It's it's pretty crazy. But every coach is preaching to their kids that, hey, you go out, you earn what you get, right? Like if you want more playing time, you earn more playing time. Okay, what would be wrong with, other than the answer of, well, nobody would ever do this? What can't we say? Hey, we're going to pay a head coach, and we being whoever, we're going to pay a head coach $1 million, but we're going to incentivize the back end of it like crazy. And look, that's not going to work in the SEC, but in the AAC, where the finances are just different. I mean, a coach leaving a mid-major or a FCS program to come to an FBS program is already getting 100% raise to make that move, even on a base salary of $1 million.
Yeah.
So then you say, hey, we have an expectation of 4 wins. Anything past the 4, you get $250 a win.
Yeah.
Okay, $250,000.
It makes too much sense. You would need the first coach to ever agree to it, and then hopefully people would follow suit. But as long as they're throwing them out like they are now, nobody would ever.
And that's the problem with all of it, is that we just default to, well, nobody's ever going to do that.
Well, Coach Mack, and boy, this is I feel bad for these poor guys, but he was saying how Michigan State's previous coach and Jimbo were making 10, and the new coaches at A&M and Michigan State are making 7.
Right.
And he said, is it a little bit of market correction? Are we going in the right direction again, finally going down? Or is it they are, saving a few bucks when you could have hired bigger names? And, so I hope it's hey, we're putting a cap on this thing a little bit.
But what they did with Elko was it's 7, and somebody released the incentive sheet. It's now there's some pretty lofty incentives in winning a national title, whatever. But it would get him to, I didn't do the math right then, but I'm 12, 14 million.
Right.
If he wins the national title, that will be total compensation, something like that. But and the chances of him winning the national title right off aren't good. But I would think he would be, they would be being brought there to do that.
Someone in the coaching world said agents won't go for that. I forgot about the agents.
100%. They got to make theirs.
Yeah. So, yeah, that they ain't getting paid on incentives probably, so they need to get what they can.
Well, then again, negotiate that part of it if you're the agent. I mean, earn your money. You know what I mean? Whoever the agent was for Jimbo Fisher, it had to have been sent back with his arms crossed. And I wonder if they negotiated in there at some point, hey, if you get fired before the end of your contract, you're going to have to pay me a spiff because that's going to show you how good of a job I did getting you that big contract.
Mully, we got a chance to set a precedent here. Do you want me to tell this guy that in his next contract he should do what we're saying?
100%.
go incentive.
100%. Hey, look, it's the upside. Ride the upside, right?
Yeah.
Do a profit share.
Believe in yourself.
Do a profit share. Look, if Deion Sanders did a profit share situation on the financial gains of Colorado football, the contract they're paying him right now would be peanuts.
Wait, he went in without a contract, didn't he?
They didn't know where they're going to get the money, and then all of a sudden they're selling tickets for $1,000 or whatever it is. The money that was made by him going to Colorado is an exact example of if you believe in yourself and given the opportunity. Why take the guarantee when I'll ride the wave if I think we're going to do all these things?
And by the way, they won 4 games, and Colorado is coming off better than anybody in America right now.
I was walking through Dick's Sporting Goods here in town the other day, and there were 3 people with Colorado sweatshirts on, not together. And I'm like, look at this, man. This is crazy. And look, it was various shapes, sizes, ethnicities. It was not benign to any one. It was, and it's impressive. I mean, it's crazy. But
if I was a kid, because I loved the East Bay back in the day, Mully, I'm sure you did as well. And Nike had all these shirts, and it was just simply a football and a Nike check for the Nike schools, and it would say Michigan football. I had one of them. I had a Texas A&M, and I had, I think, one other team. I would definitely have a Colorado.
100%
right now.
The programs of relevance.
What I saw on TV, and it was cool.
So that's right. No, it's the whole thing is a little wacky, but I don't. Going back to the original topic that kind of got us down this rabbit path is 700,000. I don't know what that does. Then again, if the high water mark is 7 wins and a marginal bowl, how long are people going to contribute to give 700? You can't raise that this year and not next year.
I'm interested. Yeah, where?
So okay, Clip. Hey, we're going to give you 50,000 this year. We win 7 games. We go to a bowl. We win the bowl next year. People decide they don't want to win. Well, I thought we were going to win a conference championship. We didn't win the Clip. Hey, we can only give you 40 this year.
All right. Well, I'm entering the portal.
Bing. I mean, how hard can you squeeze that lemon to get that last little bit of juice out of it?
I know. It's like, and everything is so now and reactionary, and this even adds to it in college sports where you need to win now and get what you can now because the fans, like, they are new to this NIL stuff too, and you got some that have the means to maybe just give no matter what.
That's right. But SMU is the greatest example to me. They raised $100 million in 7 days when they announced they're going to the ACC. That's crazy. I mean, that's a whole different deal. Yeah. And SMU's been raising NIL money forever.
And I'm just talking about Pirate fans.
Oh, right.
Like donating to the NIL that are able to do it. You have some that, they're doing all right, and they're going to give it a shot, but you're not going to get any kind of return. We talked about this with Ellerby other than emotionally feeling good about your college, right? Like, you're not getting any money back from it.
No, well, what you could get is access. Having events that say, hey, we're going to have 3 events a year. If you're given to the NIL, then we're going to have a meet and greet at Tiebreakers and have players there, coaches there, and it's going to be exclusive to folks that contribute. I mean, you could create you could create some exclusivity,
maybe,
and kind of some access. Again, look, I think the play is so that you don't live and die with these larger dollar amounts. Anybody that's ever been in sales knows that landing a big account is great, and not getting that account renewed the following year is not great. I think you're way better off in this environment. Hey, let's try to get $100 a month from a massive number of people, or $10 a month from a massive number of people that they would just leave on ACH and not look back.
And I do know that a lot of you folks out there, and some tuned in, are completely off of this. And I've seen a lot of college football is dead and all that. So I get that too. If that's
I've heard that a bunch, Clip, and I seem to get asked a fair amount about this. People just flat out saying, well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to give because I don't believe in it anyway.
And my favorite thing I do here is the pregame show, because we talk about football. We have a good time. We talk about games and scores. That's what I like. I don't like this stuff, but It is happening, and it must be talked about. The athletic director talked about it today. So I'm not a fan of this at any point. And at the same time, I do think a player, if their jersey's being sold or program or their faces on something, should get some money from it. But the way it is now, it's not good for the sport. It's good. It's a much better for the individual, the student athlete, no doubt about it. But hey, I'm going to watch football if it's on. That's where I'm at.
I'll tell you what it really does. Youth athletics has already become a huge business, but now you don't have to reach the upper echelon of the sport. You don't have to play Major League Baseball to get money.
Yeah.
So now, now the value of the investment of having little Johnny out there grinding in, January, banging balls and value of that goes up, because now hey, look, little Johnny, you could go to XYZ University and maybe get 50, 60, 80, 100 grand, whatever. Or you could, the kind of the leak deal or whatever was the Skeens and Tommy White deal, getting $1.2 million apiece at LSU over 10 years. So, that feeder system, if you will, becomes more critical and even a bigger business.
John says, I get it, but what does a meet and greet do for someone over the age of 12? I'd rather be thanked with an auction to club seats or a nice dinner. Well, I mean, Mully was just giving an example, but
at that meet and greet, you could have an auction for whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do whatever you want to do.
John, there are jock sniffers way above the age of 12.
Right.
And I might be one of them. I'm kind of aging out of my jock sniffing, but you could entice me with a meet and greet with some old Redskins players.
I mean, look, a chance to hang out with the guys, or, if you had access to the locker room on certain days, and I'm not saying after game days, I'm saying, whatever, a midweek.
You're just giving examples.
Yeah, I'm just saying that what your money could do was create some access. And John, if you want to have an auction to for a stand on the sideline as whatever, all those are great ideas. My point is that could be the fringe benefit of you being a contributor to the NIL.
My point was, other than hopefully your team being successful and you feeling like you're a reason for that and a part of that, I don't feel like you're getting a ton on your investment as far as tangible things.
I think the similarity would be ownership of stock in the Packers.
Yeah.
And it just because you go, hey, look at this, I'm a 1/100th, of a stock, one share of stock. I'm a part of it, and I've got that hanging on my wall, and that's kind of cool.
They won today, and I'm a bit of I had to play the part.
Yeah, I had a little piece to do.
When Mully was eating his turkey on Thanksgiving, he said, "You know what?
That one little Gatorade cup.
That was me.
That was my gift."
Can you stick around one more segment? Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk more about this if you want to dive into this topic. Phone lines are always open. 317-1250, and go Pack go. I texted Mully on Thursday, the day Jordan Love officially became a franchise quarterback.
How about that?
We saw it in front of our eyes.
With our own team drawn up right in front of us.
We'll be back on Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Eric said, Clip, I don't think you want to sniff Joe Jacoby's jock. That was one of the cool things they had it was probably at FedEx. I don't know if it was at RFK. But they had his helmet in a case, and it was dented and chipped and cracked, and it was awesome. But yeah, I don't want to sniff his jock. Back with you after this.
Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music. Every Monday, open mic night. Tuesday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday night, line dancing and music from DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. Y'all come get bucked up. Go Pirates!
Make your holiday shopping a slam dunk this season with a gift certificate from Beauty Bar Medi Spa and receive a free gift. Or put the ball in your court by shopping our 12 Days of Christmas flash sales, December 7th through the 22nd. 12 days, 12 different sales, offering tremendous savings on all Beauty Bar Medi Spa services and products, such as Botox, filler, laser treatments, RF microneedling, facials, hair removal, and more. The shot clock is running on your time to shop. Gift wrapping and shipping are available. BeautyBarMedispa.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, #1 for your East Carolina baseball team, and my brand new Welcome to the Jungle t-shirt is now available exclusively at PR927fm.com. This Comfort Colors t-shirt is only $20 and will be a home run gift for all your friends and family. This shirt is available for pre-order now until November 30th, so get shopping today at PR927fm.com and you will have them just in time for the holidays. I look forward to seeing all of Pirate Nation in the jungle soon. Go Pirates.
Turkey, ham, bacon. These and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to guc.com.
Shimmer Boutique has something for everyone in the family this holiday season. Locally owned and operated, Shimmer Boutique offers a wide variety of apparel for men's, women's, and youth, along with a huge selection of accessories and jewelry with the newest brand, Kendra Scott. Shimmer is your one-stop shop for the whole family this holiday season, offering customizable embroidery and free gift wrapping. 'Tis the season to be jolly for easy holiday shopping at Shimmer Boutique. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for new items arriving daily, or place an order at shimmerboutiqueonline.com.
Wally's 2 Kettle Corn in Winterville is where you can find the tastiest popcorn around. Make it a movie night at home with Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, and my favorite, better butter. Or try their specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Wally's 2 also caters, so if you're hosting a party or event, satisfy your company with delicious popcorn. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
The time is now to celebrate your holiday fiesta at Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville. Chico's is the perfect place to get all your dear amigos together for some Mexican food and fun this holiday fiesta season. Call Chico's now to make a reservation for any large or small fiesta with all of your amigos. Also, remember to put a smile on your amigos' faces this holiday season with the perfect gift, a Chico's gift card. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville. Happy holidays from Chico's.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
Pirate Radio.
Being a part of the program, being a student athlete at ECU, they are going to be very much in the spotlight.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by the KT Pub Group, featuring great local places to eat, like the Sidebar and Christie's Euro Pub. Follow them on social media for the latest specials and more. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Do you need custom T-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
I see this one a lot, Mully man. Mike P. on YouTube says, folks making 7 figures and standing at a podium asking me for some money each month is really hard for me to get past. I'll go to the games, I get an experience with friends and family, but now you're asking me to just give you money, standing at a podium in a building sponsored by a bank asking me for money. Nah. The comments of Mike P. on YouTube.
I hear that a lot too. Yeah. I mean, that's been another, how can somebody making the money that they make want my money to help get players?
Yeah. And, hey, if you can't, don't. If you can, do. I don't know what to tell you.
No, and that was never our intention of having this conversation on the air today, was to try to persuade or dissuade anybody from getting involved in NIL. It's just kind of it's just interesting. And correct me if I'm wrong, Clip, but this is the first time that I can remember the AD really coming out and strongly stating the fact that the NIL,
by vocally doing it, he has done it in an email. And this was the first
time that you've really seen that. And it's kind of funny. That's the other thing that this whole monster will do to you, is that you have coaches both here at East Carolina and elsewhere that are very cultural driven, very they want to build the program the right way with the right thought processes and the right kind of missions, that did not want to ever get involved in this, but then all of a sudden find themselves in a position where if they're not recruiting apples to apples, or at least some fruit, they find themselves not being able to get the players to put a product. Remember, at the end of the day, they want to put a product on the field that they and the institution and the fans are proud of and want to be part of.
Yeah.
And the only way you're going to do that in this environment is going to cost more money. My question becomes, again, going back to I would love to know where that 700,000 figure came from and what would be the expectations of that money if it were to be spent. And furthermore, can you count on it every year?
Jamie says PRL needs to pass the NIL plate around for each guest, money for the NIL.
Okay. Pass it.
You can pass it.
I mean, there's 2 of us in here. I tell you what, we'll put a dent in it. I mean,
I think Mully would like a guest NIL fund. Like, everybody wants some money.
Yeah, that's right.
I need some money. I'll take some. Everybody's looking for some money.
I mean, one of the best bad songs ever that rings in everybody's head is "I Want Money, Lots and Lots of Money." I mean, it's it's a terrible song, but everybody knows it because it's true.
It is.
Money, money, money. I mean, all these songs, they have longevity because they talk about what everybody'd like to have more of.
Pink Floyd had a song called Money. You can see the entire, it's probably up now, right? John Gilbert press conference on Pirate Radio TV. We will play some cuts of that here on the show today and throughout the week. Robert says, do all these people complaining about NIL not give to the Pirate Club? Most of us season ticket holders have been given to the Pirate Club. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's complaining and what they give to.
And that's the other interesting situation, is that it is the same people are kind of being asked to give in 2 different places. Yep. And that creates yet another challenge. So do you get to a point where you have both entities underfunded, so we're not achieving in either on the Pirate Club side in their mission, or under the NIL collective in their mission? And then the other thing that's really interesting to me, and I keep saying really like it's a surprise, but the NIL effort seems to be a bit convoluted from the standpoint of, even as Gilbert, kind of alluded to today, where you can give to the collective, or you can go directly to a player and make an arrangement with them, and I know that there's only so much institutional control, and I think that changes every day as to what the allowed amount of institutional control is. But I know right now that it was intended that the institution would have little to nothing to do with that it would be that third party. But how do you, if you're just a car dealer in New Bern and you want to have a ECU quarterback, whoever that ends up being next year, come to your car lot and endorse your, how do you get in touch with that person? There's got to be some type of institutional involvement at some level, or there's got to be one conduit that takes you to those people, to that player. We have that at ECU, the compliance people, right? That is the exact question. How you phrase that, right?
We do. We have a person that you have to go through for that. But I don't know who it is.
And do you think the car dealer in New Bern would know that?
No, but if he'll find out if he needs to.
Well, there should be somebody standing out front saying, "Hey, if you'd like to engage our players to come endorse your product, then this is the point of contact."
Okay. Fair enough.
I wouldn't even know where to start. I would start with my contacts, people that I know personally. Yeah, people that I know personally. But if I'm removed a little more from the situation, I don't know that the frustration of trying to figure out who I would go to may prevent me from ever doing that.
Yeah, okay.
As a business guy, I know that and you don't have to worry about that because you're big time.
Eric says Mully has $100. Jamie said half of that was spent on beer and some on rash cream.
That's about right.
About accurate?
About right.
For the most part. Mully, go Pack Go. How about that on Thursday? What a Thanksgiving treat.
I mean, I'm speechless. I don't know. And again, he's been interesting, but man, he was good Thursday. I mean,
so you're not getting it every week, but so Jordan Love, 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
A win over the Lions. They're 5-6. Like, are you watching them now saying?
I was watching them Thursday going, as the game started, my boys and I were talking about it, and I'm like, man, I tell you what, Lions are pretty good. And by the end of the game, I'm like, we just made them look bad.
Yeah. Do you think, where are they in the playoff?
I don't know. They're in the hunt.
Yeah, they're one game back of Minnesota, a half game back.
And 2 weeks ago, they were left for dead.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look,
Chandler.
It's real simple. Keep playing like they're playing, and they'll be fine.
Let's go through the pack while Mully's here the rest of the way. Chiefs at home on Sunday Night Football.
It'll be a good one.
Wow. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Chiefs all day.
Pack.
At the New York Football Giants on Monday Night Football.
Go Pack Go.
The Bucs at home.
Go Pack Go.
The Panthers in Charlotte.
Go Pack Go.
Then they have a monster game, Sunday Night Football at Minnesota. Could come down to that.
The way Josh Dobbs looked last night.
He looked terrible.
The way he looked last night, go Pack Go.
And then they wrap it up at Lambeau, playoffs on the line against the Bears.
Go Pack Go.
Favorable schedule here, Mully.
Yeah, there's maybe one, maybe 2 losses in there that just
I mean, you play one good team, really.
Well, you know what would scare me is we'll go into Charlotte and they still haven't won but one football game, and that'll be the one they'll beat us.
They rally around the interim type deal.
Yeah, I mean, but other than that,
all right, Mully, enjoyed it, man. Anything else?
Always good. No,
we got to get you to Minji's.
Yeah, I'm ready. Thursday night.
Big one. UNC Dub. You want, see if we got one for you.
I'll be out of town Thursday, but I appreciate the invite.
Well, that was a smooth move by you saying, Thursday night, as if you wanted an invite just so you could turn me down. Is that what happened there?
You know what, Clip? I'll be at a funeral. Okay. Does that make you feel better?
No.
Okay.
But
well, I mean, if you're going to be an ass, I'll be an ass. I'm going to be at a funeral. I just happen to know that we're playing Wilmington on Thursday night.
Okay.
That's all I was stating. You're the one who said, hey, you want to slide out 213? And, well, no, I'll be tied up. I've got commitments.
Okay. All right.
How good is George Mason? I mean, you guys
not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
I was hoping
we suck.
I was hoping you were going to say they're actually pretty good.
I don't know, but to go on the road, it's the same ECU basketball as it's ever been. You go on the road, lose by 30.
Well, okay, what's the number for basketball to make the NIT?
We're not making the NIT.
No. What would it cost NIL wise for East Carolina basketball to make the NIT?
I forgot to ask Gilbert today. I don't know.
Okay, well, if you'll get to that, let me know.
All right. Jamie says Mully just wants you to know he wants to go, but he's never going. That's not true.
100%. No. I'll go, and I would love to go Thursday.
Yeah.
I would love to go Thursday.
Can you go Thursday?
I'll be busy.
Okay.
I tell you what, if I get back, it's out of town. If I get back in time, I would love to attend. Now, I may be in a suit.
We already gave those tickets away.
I may be in a suit. I don't need your tickets. Now, see, you're fooling yourself. You're flattering yourself to think that if I did go, I had to go sit in section 213.
I thought you were talking about going with me.
Well, I was till you were a jerk. So I'm telling you, there'll be plenty of good seats available.
That is true.
Yeah. And I'm sure I can come up with a couple.
If I see your bald head in one of those nice purple seats, I'm going to be pissed off Thursday night.
Be ready. Wear your depends.
Thank you, Mully.
Yeah.
I always enjoy it. Well, we'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour number 2. We'll have our Fleet Feet rundown and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas. Our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
The holiday season is here and Russell's wants to be Santa's little helper. The fall arrivals at Russell's are amazing. Whether it's the great collection of men's suits and sport coats, the beautiful dresses and casual attire for women, or the new collection of Barber outerwear for both men and women, we have you covered. Russell's Clothing has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years. That adds up to a lot of Christmas smiles. Our signature gift wrap is beautiful and free. Put us on your list. We'll both be glad you did. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
The holiday season is a special time of year, one that is meant to be spent with family, friends, and loved ones, offering a heart filled with gratitude, joy, and hope. Pitt County Schools is thankful for a community that inspires our students by providing growth opportunities and investing in our teachers and staff with continued support. The arrival of a new year also presents a fresh beginning. So if you are interested in creating a rewarding future by becoming engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages, we are hiring. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become a part of our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. Grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community.
Seared Shop House, Greenville's go-to restaurant for premium scratch-made entrees, paired with an impressive selection of wines and cocktails. Seared Shop House. Whether you're celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a special night out, or just want to have the best meal in town, come see why Seared is the place where great atmosphere and great food collide. Seared is now open for lunch Monday through Friday, and be sure to stop in for the best brunch in town Saturday and Sunday. They also offer pickup and delivery. Head to SearedShopHouse.com for online ordering.
This is Dale Murphy, two-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by the KT Pub Group, featuring great local places to eat, like the Sidebar and Christie's Euro Pub. Follow them on social media for the latest specials and more. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. Villa Verde is inviting you to come by and try some of their amazing empanadas, famous red snapper, grouper bites, Cuban sandwiches, and more. Relax with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of their out-of-this-world desserts like their rum pineapple cake. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, wrapping up hour number 2. Hot show today. Appreciate y'all tuning in out there. And a lot of folks on the YouTubes and some folks checking us out on Facebook as well. Hit that thumb. I need more thumb awareness. I got 35 more people watching than we have hitting the thumb. There's no reason by the end of this segment that like shouldn't be up to 30. Can we get it to 30? Hit the thumb. Thumb. Hit it. Hit subscribe. I'm not saying anything else until it moves up at least one. All right, I can speak now. Thank you to whoever just did that. That was a good thread. Should I do that thread again? Shirley said no. Oh, we just moved up 2 more. All right, we need 6 more. Hit the thumb. Jamie has a very good question that I already know the answer to. Has Chon and Shirley hit the thumb? Of course they have.
Of course.
Why would they be sitting here begging for thumb hits?
Of course I have.
When they themselves haven't hit it?
Of course. Of course I have.
Have you? Have you scanned your MVP card?
Hey, does a bear go and do his business in the woods?
Pike says, why are there so many Chads on this chat? It's a chat full of Chads. All right, Chandler, I told him to make up the Fleet Feet rundown today. Fleet Feet. We are 1 thumb away from 30, which was my minimum goal. I would love to see it surpass that. Thank you guys and gals. And for those of you that really aren't quite sure what you are, appreciate you all out there. Fleet Feet, 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. They have that one-on-one service. They will get you in the right shoe, just like they did our very own Shirley Rhodes. Oh, Chon wants a National Day update. Haven't done that in a while. Chad said, Clipper, have you hit the like? Chad, of all the dumb things you've ever asked in your life, that might be the dumbest.
That might be the stupidest thing you've ever said.
Greg in Oregon just hit the thumb. Thank you, Greg.
In Oregon.
Man, how's it going in Oregon? I bet it's cold. I bet it's like it is here.
They're getting ready for a Pac-12 championship.
That they are. That does sound like your announcer voice.
Yeah, they're getting ready for a Pac-12 championship coming up this Saturday.
What's up, Skip? Hope you're doing well. Bug scoreboard. What do we got tonight? Chandler, you said the Hornets play tonight.
Hornets.
Who cares?
I do.
Do you really still care?
I'm going to watch the game.
All right.
And hope that we win. And then I know in basketball, the ACC.
What sport are the Hornets playing then?
The National Basketball Association.
Okay.
They're playing against the New York Knickerbockers.
Okay.
And also tonight, the ACC SEC Challenge.
Okay.
Alabama hosts Clemson.
Okay. Mississippi State at Georgia Tech. Ooh, Miami and Kentucky. That's a good one tonight. 7:30 on ESPN.
ESPN.
I have a couple of did you sees.
Let's hear them.
Did you see that Arkansas is finalizing a deal with Bobby Petrino to make them their new offensive coordinator?
Get out the neck brace.
Mully just mentioned that. That is hilarious, man.
And also, former Carolina Panther Greg Olson has expressed interest in the Panther head coaching job.
How would you feel about that, Sean?
I mean, it can't be any worse than the coaches that they've had in the past. This one just doesn't have any coaching experience.
What if we do like a Jeff Saturday deal where he just takes over? I saw somebody tweet out and say, like, who would you want our interim to be? And, of course, like Jimbo Fisher was on that list. It was coaches that might not be coaching right now or I don't know. It's like it kind of like bringing in somebody that's not currently on the staff.
But we usually don't see that happen. That's why the Jeff Saturday thing was so crazy.
That was weird. And then if Greg Olson really wants this job and they go after him, I don't know. It would just be weird.
So did he say he wants the interim job or the head coaching job?
He wants to be our head coach.
He wants the head coaching job.
That's kind of like I don't know. I see a lot of Pirate fans saying, "Hey, bring Shane Carden in for offensive coordinator." Like, I love Shane, but a guy that's coached high school a few years, you want him to be the offensive coordinator? Like
we understand he played under this Lincoln Riley offense, but like
the way I look at it is that there are some players that are born to be coaches, and eventually they become the college coach that everybody wants. And then there are some that think they can coach, and when they're put in that position, they tank it. It's a risk.
You don't give a guy with 3 years of high school experience an offensive coordinator job.
And see,
no matter if he's Shane Carden or...
Here's what I would not mind to see. If Shane
Raul Mondesi?
If he was to come and be the quarterback coach.
That's different.
Yeah. And then maybe work his way up. But to put him in to basically be the head coach of the offensive side of the ball, just with 3 or 4 years of coaching high school on the West Coast. I mean,
that's like using a trampoline to skip the first 5 or 6 rungs of a ladder.
Well said.
There you go.
How's it like that?
You get a running start, you jump on the trampoline, you miss the first 5 or 6 rungs of the ladder.
You know, I've never thought of climbing a ladder that way.
Yes.
I'll think about that next time.
I've tried it. It was unsuccessful, but I tried it.
Let's get a National Day update.
No, but Greg Olson is definitely not on my list to be the next Panther head coach.
All right. Would you say that it was face?
I would probably say it.
Quick, Shirley, name and Allen. Somebody name
first name or last name?
First.
Alan Thomas.
Chandler.
I'm going to go Allen Iverson.
All right.
Oh, good one.
I'm going to go for you, Jamie, former Indiana Hoosier Allen Henderson. It is National Allen Day. Now,
Allen Jackson.
I think y'all's first 2 entries might not apply because this is ALAN.
Oh, wow.
Allen Jackson. Alan Alda.
The guy down at the Chattahoochee.
Yeah.
Down at the Chattahoochee.
Man.
Childhood best friend of mine, her dad's name is Allen Jackson.
That is
just a little tidbit there for you.
It is Red Planet Day.
Mars, duh.
Are you a big solar system guy?
Oh, am I? Saturn, Jupiter. You got all kinds of good planets out there, man. You got to think about Uranus, man, and Earth, and a lot of people forget about Pluto, man. But it's
because Pluto's not a planet.
Yeah, Pluto's not a planet. National Day of Giving. This is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no kidding. My inbox was full of emails of people saying, hey, it's the National Day of Giving.
Give to the NIL. Oh, I like this day. I have not had this in a while. National French Toast Day.
Ooh, I have not had French toast in a while.
Yeah, I haven't had French toast in a long time.
Man, I would love some French toast right about now.
Maybe that's for dinner.
Jamie says Alan Thick. Eric says the hardest working Alan, Mr. Alan Wrench.
I hate Allen wrenches. Y'all, if there is a physical tool that a person uses that I hate more than life itself, it is an Allen wrench. I hate them. If I have to put
Shirley,
something
it's
together,
National Allen Day.
I don't
you save
care.
this for tomorrow?
Yeah, let's save that for another day.
I don't care.
Man, that's hard.
Great
I hate an Allen wrench.
Ton of disrespect. So much disrespect. Incredible.
Great disrespect.
An incredible amount of disrespect.
Bryce Williams has hopped in the dough.
Uh-oh.
It's Bryce.
We've got hour 3 on tap. We will hear what John Gilbert had to say earlier today. Talk about that. Get more of your thoughts on it. We will play an exhibition game of Name That Sound. Got one round for Shirley and Bryce. And have more for you on a Tuesday. I really want some French toast.
I'm telling you, just make it for dinner.
I've never made it myself before. Jerry
it's not
says,
that hard.
Don't forget Alan Hoffman. WNCT, 9 on your side.
Alan and it's spelled correctly, A-L-A-N.
He came to my elementary school when I was a kid.
I
had Tom Sitter come to mind.
I still stick with Alan Alda, better known as Hawkeye from MASH.
Who's your favorite Alan? Don't tell us. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jay Connor, your favorite dance guy for the ECU Baseball Pirates, and my brand new Hop to the Hum t-shirt is now available exclusively at pr927fm.com. My t-shirt is only $20 and is available for pre-order now until December 10th. This shirt will have you and all your Pirate friends hyped for the 2024 baseball season. Get shopping and get hopping to the hum. Visit pr927fm.com to purchase yours today and hop to the hum with me in 2024. Go Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Hey you. Yeah, you. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join the DriveHereNow.com network. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and proud supporter of the Pirates.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Everyone has their origin story, and for countless riders on the road, track, and trail, that story started on a Honda dirt bike. Honda's lineup of CRFF trail bikes has ignited a passion for riders everywhere, and along the way, they've helped teach responsibility, instill confidence, and form bonds between family and friends. Honda is thrilled to introduce the latest CRFF trail bike lineup, available now at Ron Ayers Motorsports for those riders just starting starting out, there's the CRF 50F and CRF 110F, both featuring an automatic clutch. For younger teens and smaller adults, there's the CRF 125F and 125F big wheel. You get a bump in power, seat height, and performance. And then there's the CRF 250F, a fun trail bike that offers plenty of usable power and the kind of durability Honda is known for. See the full lineup today at Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, and we'll see you on the trails.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved? If the home you want to purchase comes for sale today, Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you. Hour 3, PRL. Shirley Rhodes representing Barton. Chandler representing a fall catalog.
Jake Crew.
Clip Rock, always representing Pirate Radio.
Always.
And to my left, former ECU tight end, Slim 80.
1,
Bryce.
2, 3, 4.
Baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. Bryce Williams is here. Hello, Bryce.
Hey.
You smell like work.
Yeah. Hey,
I ain't saying you stink. I'm saying you smell like work.
Yeah, I try and do something.
What is it? What kind of substance you got on you?
Unfortunately,
like oil
I had to paint some
or...
crown. This is actually at the house, and I had the paint mixer because the paint been sitting a little bit. It was real low, and it needed to be mixed, but I had it on low speed on the drill. And I was like, let me just turn up to 5 and just spray it everywhere.
That'll get you.
But it's latex, so it should come out with water.
Okay, there you go. There's a little tip for y'all out there.
Yep.
Bryce, ECU season has come to an end.
Golly.
And I, for one, am very happy about it. I know you are not.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that we won't be able to watch any ECU football the rest of the year, or for almost, not quite a whole year, but definitely bummed at the way it ended, because I think I was talking to you, was it last Tuesday? I was flashing back to, August. And I was like, man, the energy around Greenville, Pirate Radio.
Got the Pirate Radio party kicking it off.
I tell you, it was just like, man, football's here.
Like, man, I tell you, man, this Mason Garcia guy, he's going to be the ticket. He's going to be the real deal.
And unfortunately, the Flame, it took me a while to really be like, daggum. What are we going to do now? But
I give you credit, Bryce. You're a believer, and you want to believe.
I do.
Even if what you're seeing is telling you not to believe, you still want to believe.
Right. I still want to believe. And I held on.
You were held on the whole year.
The whole year.
I mean, you were complaining to me via text Saturday, which tells me your heart is still in it.
Right.
And you still want it.
Yeah. And now it's over, and I guess I'm hopeful for next year, so...
Did Bryce say he just drank some Crown? No, I believe he said Crown, but
I had to paint some Crown.
Yeah. Drinking the Crown comes later in the evening. So let me do the update here. Players that will be entering the transfer portal from East Carolina. Quarterback, Mason Garcia.
Yep, seen that, courtesy of y'all's.
Offensive line, Isaiah Foote and Grant Copeland.
Mm-hmm.
Linebacker Trevon Hayes. Defensive back Tegan Wilk. Learned that last week. 2 kickers, Carson Smith and Ryan Capriotti. A punter, David Chapeau. And potentially a long snapper, Chandler Honeycutt. That is a rumor going around. Now, Bryce, you run in different circles than we do, some of the same circles. Have you heard that rumor anywhere?
The long snapper? No.
Okay.
I hope they're false. Are they false rumors?
Well, Chandler said yesterday, because, now we have to ask him every day like you would a coach. Yesterday he said, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Today his statement has been...
No comment.
I tell you what.
That makes me nervous.
Spit it out after this daggum show. Sean cannot leave.
Bryce is going to force you to stay.
Yep.
Physically.
No comment.
I'm going to make you ineligible through your grades or so. Well, I'm going to find something. I'm going to get with the...
to make him unable to leave to go anywhere else. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Next. Got it. Next question.
But, so, we're looking at the portal. Well, I'm familiar with Isaiah Foote. Trevon.
I don't know Hayes.
So, honestly, I'm not too concerned about who's transferring.
Okay, well, this is like very, very early.
Very early as of right now.
Oh, I'm not either.
So
even Tegan Wilk, who I like and is a good player, when he went out with injury this year, it was next man up, and the Pirates did not miss a beat.
Right. So honestly, I'm not. Well, I'm really just more concerned about long snapper.
Oh, Honeycutt.
Other than that,
he doesn't have.
I ain't too concerned.
Just don't worry about it, but no comment.
Did have some returning announcements today, I guess, via social media. Offensive lineman Hampton Ergel and Parker Moore will be returning. So need all the help we can get up front with that offensive line. Jerry said, is Chon going to Wolfpack Radio?
Are you kidding, Chon?
Now, I'd not heard a destination until now. Is that the rumor going around?
No comment.
Tyler said, do we need to start a smear campaign against Chandler? Now, that could be fun. I feel like we already do that every day here on Pirate Radio. Jack said, was anything said about the fist bump? I guess he's referring to the Tulsa coach.
We really have not talked about that.
Oh, yeah, I saw. Who told me that?
That was very strange. Yeah.
Did you see a picture of it?
I didn't see a picture of it, but the timing of it was very...
no context. ECU
I think
on Twitter
my buddy
has a picture. And it just was a bad timing because... Did you watch the game, Bryce?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you remember the...
interception. That was bullcrap.
Yeah, so the interception, they looked at it for forever. It's clear that they had... Which, to me, it looked like he had intercepted it anyway.
Yeah.
There was no evidence, looking at the replay after the game.
A ball moving.
There was no evidence to overturn it. Instead, they overturn it. There was, they caught him, and, they caught the referee going over to Kevin Wilson, the head coach for Tulsa, and giving him a fist pump.
Yeah.
And tapping him on the back. Which,
I know how it looks. I know what you want it to be. I know what you want me to say. But it's not a big deal. They were probably talking about something different, and refs and coaches talk the entire game. We saw them screaming at the refs, and then they're okay with the refs, and then, hey, you need to watch 89 out here. Well, what did 89 do? He did this, did that, and he's like, oh, okay, I got you. And then it comes down to a man code type of situation. Do you leave another man hanging? If you're even in this situation where you're not, where the referees are neutral, they're not supposed to show any favoritism. As a man, Bryce, would you leave another man hanging like that in this situation?
I guess it depends on what the fist pumping about. But
if I'm wearing the stripes, I'm not touching you.
No fist bump. Yeah, no contact. Okay, that's fair.
No contact.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm not going to make it, even though that's not what it was meant. I just don't make it look like that anyway. Just don't.
But like in normal life,
y'all are just like, man, y'all bros.
Fist up, that fist needs to be contacted by a fist.
How many seconds do you give somebody until you go, man, you just left me hanging? How long does it take?
Probably like 3. Daggum, Chan won't even, he's not even doing it to the window.
You're not going to give me a fist bump? You're not going to come in here and give me a fist bump?
I mean, now it's definitely been past 3 seconds.
I'll hold out a long time. Hey, you're my guy. Okay, good
Clint's
call.
firm. Clint's feet are on in concrete.
It's kind of like the door situation we've talked about.
Yeah, holding the door for
Holding
someone.
the door for somebody.
I'll hold it. I'll
hold it. I'll give it a good. I'll hold it. If I see them coming, I'll give it a good. If they're 30 feet away, I'll hold it. But then to a point, like, okay, if it ventures past that, I'm kind of like, okay, I can scoot by and be gone. And they're not really. Here's my thing. Now I kind of judge it on this. If the door closes well before they get there, I'm safe. But if it closes like halfway, like if they have to stop it from closing, then I feel like I shut the door on them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I always like when you're holding it and people speed up their walk.
Yep. Yeah, that is courteous.
Do you speed up yours if somebody's holding it from a distance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
at
always
least
say thank you.
You damn well better.
If you don't say thank you, that burns my britches.
I usually, if they don't say thank you, I will grab them by the collar, pull them out the door, and then shut the door.
Exactly. Oh, for sure. You got to. I did it one time, and the dude looked at me because it was his wife who didn't say thank you, and I said, "Well, razor better," you know.
Wait, no, you didn't.
I'm just kidding.
Sorry. I appreciate you going along with my joke. I didn't know you were going with another. I thought you were being serious, Bryce.
No.
Let's see. There was another point that I wanted to get across, and now I can't remember it. Either way, I will say no ref should be giving fives or fist bumping coaches.
Yeah.
Just a poor look.
I agree.
Even though I think it's very innocent.
Is it? I don't know.
That's just my thought. And Bryce, I have been wrong a lot in my life.
But you keep going.
I keep throwing them out there.
From them and you go.
I said Frank Reich was a good hire. He's fired. I said my favorite non-Washington quarterback, and I like this guy not only because he's good on the field, but he's a good person.
Speaking of which, Washington just showed up on it.
He's a good person. Just seems like a really nice guy. The guy I was talking about was Deshaun Watson. So maybe I shouldn't be giving takes up here on this microphone, but they let me come back.
They do.
Not only do they let me, they force me to. They make me come back.
They make you.
Fred says, who gets elevated once Chon is gone? Or is it a demotion?
When do we get to hear from what Chon... When do we get a response, John?
Response.
Can
you
when the portal opens up?
Yeah, the portal opens up.
You'll see if I'm in there or not.
Wait a minute. That is next Monday. So we'll have our answer by next Tuesday.
When I'm here.
Yeah. If he's there in that seat, good news.
There we go.
Now, he could enter the portal and nobody could want him.
Oh, yeah. How's that work? Okay. This kind of goes back to the main, or whoever other transferees is, if no one takes them, are they stuck here and they can't play? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you say, hey, I'm leaving, no one takes you.
You can always come back. If everybody agrees to it.
Yeah.
I think
usually
I'm saying
in that,
no.
I feel like in that meeting, a player goes and says, "Hey, I'm going to test out the portal. If a offer doesn't come to me that I want, I'll come back." Or
I don't think that's how it goes.
Nah, there's no way. Once you, as me,
you don't think that's happened before?
I'm not taking you back.
It's probably happened before, but I don't think that's how the conversation goes, because unless you're a really good player, the coach is going to say, if you're not all the way in, you're all the way out.
Right.
Now, I think it would be more like, Coach.
But we've seen before. I guess the Coastal Carolina quarterback entered his name in the transfer portal and then ended up going back.
And he's their only good player, so maybe he could get away with that.
Yeah.
But, like, I think if you're a really good player, I don't think you say it like that. You say, Coach, I'm entering the transfer portal, and the coach probably says, again, if you're a stud player, if you can't live without him, you say, all right, I wish you'd remain here, and if it don't work out, you got a spot here. But I think normal times it's more like, all right, you're gone.
Yeah,
clear it out.
I have the decision. I'm saying, no, you're replaceable, buddy.
Yeah.
Even if it's your best player?
Yeah. Ish, I think. I mean, I would.
No, Bryce has principles. He's got.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, you think you don't want to be here? That's fine with me. I'll find a new one. Easily. Definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
I would like to feel that way, but also I would need my best player back. So it's the players have a lot more control than they used to.
Which is weird.
Yeah. It is.
It's strange.
All right, let's take a break. We'll get to some John Gilbert comments from earlier today. We will play Name That Sound as well. In fact, let's do that next. I want to get that out of the way because we still got to go Pirate Radio Outdoors as well with Bryce Williams. Chad said, Coach, I don't want to be here, and I'm leaving. Unless no one wants me, then I'll come back.
Right.
Chandler, you think that's how the conversations go?
I didn't mean that for every single player because, there's players that they won't go. There's some players they want to go into the transfer portal.
They literally
not
dump them out the door.
Yeah. But, like, your stub players, they're going to be like, hey, test it out. I don't care.
I don't think it's a lot of testing. I think you're in and you're out.
But it's happened before where they go and test the waters of the transfer portal and they end up coming back.
Very, very rarely.
Hey, here you go. How often does the relationship work when you go to you think the grass is greener, it's not, then you come back to your original? That definitely doesn't work out.
Hassan Howe? How many ECU players have done that? Carter Cunningham's about the only one I can think of. And I'm sure that wasn't a, hey, coach, you think Cliff Godwin was like, yeah, go ahead, Carter. If you don't get picked, you can come back. Hell no.
But he came back.
He did. But I don't think that's how that conversation went.
He probably got set back a little bit. Then you gotta reprove yourself. You're pretty much a freshman again.
Well, how did the conversation go? He came back.
Coach, I made the wrong decision. I want to be back on this team. Would you allow me to be back on this team?
I would think Cliff Godwin would be like, I don't care. Get out. Am I wrong there?
Well, yeah, you're wrong because he's on the team.
Yeah.
But I don't get it. I feel like the conversation had to have been like...
Now, you think Carter controlled everything in that situation?
No.
Again, we're speculating. I don't know one way or the other. Maybe we'll ask Danny Beal tomorrow when he joins us.
Oh.
I feel like we're not getting anywhere with this, so let's take a break. Yeah. All right. Are you transferring?
I wish Chandler would speak up.
Tyler said, all right, someone he said someone at PRL send Chan to the portal. Seems like he's testing the waters.
Will we take him back, Bryce? I'm going to leave it up to Bryce.
I got principles there, John. I got principles. You think you're better than us?
Jerry says, send Sean to the Sun Bowl if he replaces Gary Hahn.
All right, we'll be back with you after this.
It's bow time. Chicken or biscuits? That's an impossible choice. How can you decide between Bojangles' perfectly crispy, boldly seasoned chicken or their fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits? Well, the good news is you don't have to. With a Cajun chicken filet biscuit, you get the best of both worlds. An all-white meat chicken breast marinated with a bold blend of seasonings and served up on a fluffy, golden buttermilk biscuit. When it comes to real-deal Southern flavor, there's no reason you can't have it all. Order a Cajun chicken filet biscuit today. It's bow time.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
The best place to go before hitting the water is Pirate Waters Outfitters in Washington. This is Captain Bo Brooks, and at Pirate Waters Outfitters is the store with the clothing you need to enjoy the outdoors. Shop the best outdoor brands like Duck Camp, Marshwear, AFCO, and Foul Weather Gear by Grundon. Enhance your on-the-water fun with a turtle box speaker, a pair of Bahio sunglasses, or Smithy cast iron cookware. Pirate Water Outfitters on Market Street in downtown Washington, right next door to Breaking Bread, and also on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home
home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
We are Eastern North Carolina's football program. In time, we will be North Carolina's football program.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Plumbing, Viva Electric, and Roland Black Heating and Cooling have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group, offering Eastern North Carolina the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. For plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services, go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall has all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day at the Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs so you don't miss a game. They'll have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut. And don't forget the weekly jersey giveaway that starts at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Justin Butts is in on Facebook, says, as a high school ref, I'm not fist bumping. We are taught after a play like that not to do that. That's a good policy. I agree. But as a man, are you just going to leave a man hanging? Do you go to him after the game once you shed the stripes and say, hey, coach, here's that fist bump.
Here it is.
Not between the lines, but outside the lines. All right, Shirley, I didn't even tell you we were going to do this. I just said, you know what? I want a little game for Bryce today.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do a little Name That Sound. So it's up to you. Do you want to hit the theme or not? Because this is an exhibition game.
If you'll give me a moment, I can pull it up.
It's up to you to play it or not. Chandler really wants to hear it.
Okay, give me just a second.
I just haven't heard it in a while, and I just want people to come on in.
And then
I want them to sit on down.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me a second.
And then what do you want them to do? Take a guess?
Take a guess.
Yeah. And then what? Name that sound.
And then name that sound. Turn that frown, for goodness sake, turn that frown upside down.
Because it's time.
Oh, gosh.
To play that game that we call Name That Sound. Come on in. All right, I'm here. Sit right down. Where at? Right here? Take a guess. Okay. And name that sound. Turn that frown upside down. Because it's time for Name That Sound. Now,
here's the host of Name That
Exhibition
Sound,
edition.
Miss
Clip,
Shirley
Broad.
Rose.
Yeah. So Clip is actually hosting this one.
This is just 5 sounds. Just a little fun exhibition for Bryce and Shirley.
Bryce.
And I had you two in mind when I made the game. Like
You must really love that band.
I feel like there are at least one difficult one in the end, but should be gettable. Bryce, this game rewards speed.
Reward speed?
Like you got to just throw out an answer. Don't do a lot of thinking. Just do a lot of talking. Use your mouth.
Okay. Not my brain.
No.
Speak before I think.
Turn the brain off.
So speak before I think.
Exactly. Shirley, you know how it goes. So Chandler, I'm going to need you as a guest judge to help me out in case of a tie or something close to a tie. Tie. So Shirley, and now Shirley, all she sees, and Chandler can confirm this, is sound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And today's date. That's all I know.
She doesn't have an advantage in any way.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't
She just
know.
gets to click the button.
Yep. All right, so are we ready?
I'm ready.
I think I'm ready.
First person that can name the sound wins. For this one, I'm looking for the person speaking. Name this person who is speaking.
Oh, man. Well, first off, the Eagles kind of, got like a free pass yesterday. Like get out of jail card for free.
That is Rob Gronkowski.
Wow. Okay.
Bryce.
I was at first I thought, okay, it sounds a little bit like a very young Tony Romo, but I didn't know where he was going with it.
Well, shout it out. Shout out your answer. Bryce gets it with Rob Gronkowski. For sound number 2, I am looking for the artist. The artist. Here we go.
Oh, God. Tenacious D.
Hit it again.
Queen? I don't know.
Talking Heads.
Do you know it, Chandler?
Hit it one more time.
I don't recognize that
So
sound.
Proud to Die.
And I don't recognize that song.
It's man. So this is like a it's not quite part of the main tune to this song. It's a little something in the middle of it, but pretty famous song. It's an old song, but I would think y'all would know it. That is here goes how it goes before. It goes Cherokee people.
Oh, Cher.
Cherokee pride.
Tim McGraw.
That is Tim McGraw. Indian Outlaw.
I would have. I would have not caught that.
You're not familiar with Indian Outlaw?
No,
Half Cherokee and Choctaw. My baby, she's a Chippewa.
You don't even know the Chippewa one?
Damn. I know that song. I should have said Tim McGraw first, but I was just kind of dazed.
All right. No point there. I'm giving no point for that one. All right. Next, I need the movie this is from.
I know you want to leave me.
Remember the Titans.
Bryce.
Yes, sir.
Dang it.
Takes a 2-0 lead.
I was thinking, what's that dang Eddie Murphy movie? That was the first thing that popped into my head.
All right.
That was Blue. No.
I don't remember the big guys. Yeah.
I'm not doing so good on this one.
Name the brand.
Okay, first of all, I feel like
Brand?
Chandler right about now.
Oh, well.
Thanks. Name the brand.
Dell. Intel.
I'm going to give a clue since both of you have guessed.
Intel, Dell.
Hit it one more time, Shirley, and I'm going to give a clue.
Nissan.
This is a brand of a vehicle, car. Shirley is correct. Nissan.
Never would have guessed that.
Well, okay, so it's 2-1, right?
It is 2-1.
Dang it.
You don't have a tiebreaker.
I do not have a tiebreaker. So it is exhibition. It could end in a tie.
Uh-oh.
Tie. This one's tough.
Tie?
This one's tough.
Tie?
You're going to have to use your
Tie?
ears.
Tie?
This is a activity, I don't know. Just hit it, Shirley.
Okay. Grocery cart. Pushing a grocery cart.
No, good guess.
Ping pong balls and a bing ball
Ping pong balls and a bing bong ball. Ping pong balls and a bing bong ball.
Is that the bingo
when you're at
stuff?
I know
when you're at the
when
you're at the arcade and you're getting tokens for your video games.
Good guesses. Very good guesses.
The pulley thingy at the penny slots in Vegas.
Is it ping pong balls and the ping pong ball?
Ping pong balls and the ping pong ball.
Oh, a bottling company.
No.
Like a
on a conveyor belt or
like
something?
a conveyor belt.
Play it again, please.
Play it again, Sam.
That's a lot.
I know, and
Is
it's
it
a lot of these things happening. Sometimes they're just kind of in one.
Dominoes?
We got a tie.
Wow.
Yes!
We got a tie.
Play it again. Is that Dominoes?
That was dominoes falling down. A bunch of
They're going fast.
I would have never
Well,
guessed.
see, my first thought was, okay, this might be a game, and I thought, okay, we'll connect 4 because, like, if you pull the lever and all of them fall out, but I was like, that's a lot of them, and then I was like, wait, what falls and has a lot of them? Dominoes.
Well
I would
done.
have never guessed dominoes.
Maybe by the end of the show, we'll come up with a tiebreaker for him, Chandler. If you got any ideas, let me know. All right, 2-2. Good game, guys. Good comeback, Shirley. Bryce had you on the ropes there.
I'm okay now.
Good.
I'm fine now that I tied with Bryce. If I lost to Bryce, I'd be very upset with myself.
I'm a little disappointed, and maybe I shouldn't be, but I just thought y'all would know Indian Outlaw.
Not that
I haven't. Not that part.
I used that part specifically because if I used the original part, it'd been too easy. So
yeah.
All right. Good game. Good game. Pike says his whole Naylor is still not on an NFL team. Wikipedia says he was released. He is not. But stay tuned.
What's that supposed to mean, Clip?
No comment.
Secrets like John?
We might have some Holt Naylor's news.
Just say no comment.
No comment.
Attaboy.
I plead the fifth.
Please refer to our PR department.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear some John Gilbert before we take a break. We got to go Pirate Radio Outdoors and maybe have another sound. Bryce. John Gilbert was asked, how much NIL money would you like to have for the football program? And here was his answer. Number 4, Shirley.
You know, if you look at where the NIL landscape is and you look at like our peers, and I'm not saying necessarily our peers in our league, I'm talking about our peers across the board, schools that look like us. I think from a football perspective, you know, I think it's going to be a number, 700,000 plus for football. And obviously we have players that you want to keep. We have some really good young players that I think, you give them one more year of experience, they're going to grow and develop. And then we need that, funds like that to obviously go to the portal and have meaningful, discussions about our NIL opportunities here.
Man, I see why and how people get turned off on this stuff. We're talking about a new revenue stream of $700,000.
Right, we're already having to put money into facilities and
Pirate Club,
and all
season
that. Season tickets, and then
parking, drink, hot dog.
Golly, and they want another $700.
So again, if you can do it, do it. If not, I can't blame you. I mean, I don't have the means to do, but like I'm still a football fan. I love watching the games. I just hate everything that goes around with it. Ellerby had a question. Well, first of all, name redacted asked Cut 3, what are the goals each year for the football team? The baseline goals.
Well, I think to me on a very baseline level, we should play in a bowl game every year. And I think that is achievable and meaningful. And I do think we ought to compete for conference championships. You know, we're in a position, if you look at last year with the schools that were in our league and left to go to the Big 12, there was a huge financial gap between us and those top schools. You know, if you look at budget-wise now, there's still a gap, but it's not quite near as far. So I do think we have all the things here in place that we can win a conference championship here. And so my expectation is, at minimum, we should be playing in a bowl game every year, and we should be competing for conference championships and be in that upper tier of our league.
All right, those are the expectations. We did not come close to meeting those this year, Bryce.
No, not in the past few, but yeah.
And John Gilbert said he has confidence in Mike Houston, and he's going to be the head coach next year for the Pirates, and going to have to bring in a new offensive coordinator and a quarterback and a lot of spots to get that thing going.
Yeah, especially on the offensive side from what it's seeing. So I'm definitely curious to see who we bring in. If we bring in an older QB out of the JUCO league, or get some out of the another transfer portal guy and can bribe him with enough money to come here. I guess that seems to be the way it goes these days. And then obviously what OC we snag in and what offensive scheme we run. Yeah, a lot of unknowns and a lot of wait and see.
Yes, sir. Robert on YouTube says, new rule. You must pay to complain. Any amount to the PC or NIL. Fact, we will suck without a healthy NIL. It's a fine rule, Robert. I don't know if people will abide by that rule.
We're going to suck forever, man.
George Carlin is smarter than all of us, and had a thought that I agreed with, and I had this thought, but I couldn't put it into words like him because he's a genius. But he says he doesn't vote, and the phrase, you can only if you don't vote, you can't complain. And he said, well, that makes no sense, because if I have an issue with somebody in office and he's treating the American people poorly, and I didn't vote for him, but you did, then it's your fault. I should be able to complain about that because you put this person in office. I had nothing to do with it. This is all on you. So I can complain. So if I don't pay, if somebody doesn't pay to the NIL and the players win one game, well, that I didn't pay for any of these players. That's your fault. So I'm going to complain. I'm just throwing the George Carlin back on you, Robert. But yeah, I mean, sure, if we're going to compete, we're going to need cash to do it. It's all about the money.
About cash now.
It always has been. Now that money's going to different areas.
Let the money talk.
And Bryce Williams missed out on that sweet, sweet green while he was playing.
Yeah. That'd have been nice.
Would have been nice, man.
Chewy.
Could have got you some new rims.
New rims, few guns.
Couple guns.
Ammo. A lot of stuff I like to do.
Mike P says, I got 3 reasons why I can complain about the NIL while not giving money. Is this a setup to a punchline? Or did I miss it? He said red, white, and blue. Mike P never lets me down. Well done. True. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors and have more for you when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Hold on, little girl. We'll be back with you after this.
Stand up, little girl. A broken heart can't be that bad when it's through. It's through. Fate will twist the both of you. Come on, baby. Come on over. Let me be the one to hold you.
Hello,
this is Kelvin Rawls with Pest Tech at Greenville, your East Coast exterminating professionals. Most people think that winter slows down pests, but it actually brings them closer to your home and family. Pests increase foraging for food and shelter and are carriers for disease, harmful stings, and other problems to threaten and disrupt your life. Don't let fire ants or mice move in with you through the cold season. Call Chris Rhodes and Pest Tech and visit us online at pesttechgreenville.com. Let Pest Tech ensure that you have a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas pest-free.
And then it was two seagulls!
We're here for the booty.
Party?
Pirate Water is here. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find pirate water in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
Pirate Water is here. 21 and older, please drink responsibly. Hey you. Yeah you. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join the DriveHereNow.com network. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and proud supporter of the Pirates.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you can save an average of $889 per year. Hi, I'm State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer, and I'm ready to help you combine your home and auto and save in Greenville, North Carolina. Call 493-0002 today to get started on your personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
The holiday season is a special time of year, one that is meant to be spent with family, friends, and loved ones, offering a heart filled with gratitude, joy, and hope. Pitt County Schools is thankful for a community that inspires our students by providing growth opportunities and investing in our teachers and staff with continued support. The arrival of a new year also presents a fresh beginning. So if you are interested in creating a rewarding future by becoming engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages, we are hiring. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become a part of our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. Grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and one community.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
This is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman from ECU Baseball. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. All right, I think I have a tiebreaker here real quick. Name this person being interviewed by Stephen Colbert. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would say that I, too, think that I am the most handsome man in the world.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Since he used that about me. Sure. Yeah. And I would say that I, too, think that I am the most handsome man in the world.
Dang.
It's so nice of you to agree.
Who is that actor?
Oh, it's an actor.
I too.
Bradley Cooper.
Name handsome men.
George Clooney.
Bryce.
Brad Pitt.
What are you doing over there, man?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking. You're using your brain.
I don't know.
What was the one thing I told you not to do?
Speak before I think.
Shirley wins.
George Clooney?
It was Clooney.
Yes!
That was George Clooney?
It was.
I did not sound like George Clooney.
I was going to say John Stamos.
He's a handsome man.
I will say that...
That's him, Bryce.
Yeah. Now that you play it, it definitely is George Clooney.
See, if I could have seen him, that would have made things.
Say That Sight is the game that Bryce would rather play. Yeah. All right, Shirley. You got the dub. 3 straight.
She got the dub.
After being down 2-0. That was a good comeback.
Comeback victory. I am not Chandler Honeycutt.
Man, just Chandler, stay taking shots.
Yeah, and that's why I have not made my decision, but there might be a little...
Do you have a comment?
No comment.
Skip earlier in the chat said, Bryce, when you going hunting?
Maybe this weekend or so, something like that. I'm gonna try this weekend, fishing, hunting. Wife's gonna be out of town,
loving every day,
so I get a little free. Well, I don't say freedom, but I might be able to do woods and water. So we never know.
Guys' night out.
Yeah.
On the Pocosin.
On the Pocosin.
We'll be heading, just speeding down that highway.
Running up and down. You gonna see skid marks through them 4 ways because we ain't stopping.
I've said it before. I'm scared to do that with all them deer out there. I'm scared to go too fast at all.
Eyes are peeled. High beams on.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Any stories for us?
Yes. I went home to Winston this weekend, and my twin brother, Sean. I was on the way home Wednesday. He said, "Well, you want to hunt Thursday morning?" I said, "Well, of course." He says, and he has a spot in Iredell County, and he hadn't shot a deer since his oldest daughter was born. So it's been like 5 years. So I was like, well, heck, let's go. Me and my brother haven't really just hunted together, him and I. So I was like, of course. So we went out there, and it was like 6:45. Well, we saw a deer at 6:30 coming, walking like right at us, like within 15 to 20 yards, circled us, didn't see us. Within 6:45 comes around, he said, oh, there's a doe. I said, well, smoke her. And sure enough, she's about 100 out. Boom, shoots her, drops her. And he's like, oh, heck yeah. Well, he gets up. I said, no, it's early. It's 6:45. Like, just hang out. Sure enough, like 30 minutes later, looking, we're sitting over a field. Looked to my left, and I was like, that's a decent little 6-pointer. Decent little rack, right around the ears. He's hadn't shot a rack buck. So I said, man, shoot that thing. So sure enough, we're sitting against the hay bale, a round bale. So he gets up and boom, drops it.
Man.
Shoot, this was all before 7:30. So he shot a doe and a buck with just him and I Thanksgiving morning. So it was very exciting. Good memory. So had a good Thanksgiving break.
A good Thanksgiving.
Woods.
How was the Thanksgiving meal, Bryce?
Good, very good.
You?
Yeah, my eyes got a smidgy bigger than my stomach, but it was good. It was good. Mom did a good job on the turkey. Everybody else on the sides and all that stuff. So,
man, how many total plates do you think you had of Thanksgiving food?
I stretched it out. I had something for at least, I think, 3 days of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
as did I. Because I was Saturday during the ECU game when I got home from the pregame show. I made me my last plate.
Man.
So I went Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Wow, yeah.
Stretch it on out. Good stuff.
Yeah, you can't let leftovers go to waste.
Especially when they're good like that.
Exactly.
All right, Pirate Radio Outdoors. We've got time to take one more time out, come back, and get ready to wrap it up. And we don't have a game for Bryce to predict. That is kind of sad.
Oh, dang.
That is a little sad, I will say.
I didn't do good.
He can predict the women's game tomorrow.
All right, we've got Education Day.
Uh-oh.
Bryce will predict the score for ECU women's basketball taking on Hampton. Pirates? Is that right? We'll have that for you when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stahn. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jake Hunter, your favorite dance guy for the ECU Baseball Pirates, and my brand new Hop to the Hum t-shirt is now available exclusively at pr927fm.com. My t-shirt is only $20 and is available for pre-order now until December 10th. This shirt will have you and all your Pirate friends hyped for the 2024 baseball season. Get shopping and get hopping to the hum. Visit pr927fm.com to purchase yours today and hop to the hum with me in 2024. Go Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Bostic Sugg Furniture is overstocked and overstuffed. Overflowing inventory means clear out prices. Save on a huge selection of sofas, sectionals, or recliners, dining sets, bedrooms, and mattresses. And right now, get $100 in MasterCard rewards cards for every $1,000 you spend. Plus, we pay your sales tax. Use these savings on Bassett, La-Z-Boy, Kincaid, and Hooker, plus many more. We're overstocked and overstuffed, and that means big savings for you at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Taylor from Fleet Feet, making sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season. Locally owned and operated by ECU alums Chris and Kendra Lunyon, Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoes, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come see us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf and Ski location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
I intend to see to it that any man who sails under a pirate flag or wears a pirate brand gets what he deserves.
Pirate Radio,
I think it'd be rather exciting to meet a pirate.
the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dow was up 83 points and closed at 35,416. The NASDAQ was up 40 points at 14,281. And the the S&P was ahead 4 points at 4,554. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
All right. A lot of NIL talk today. Eric M. says, the more and more I think about it, Mike P. is exactly right. The thought of people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars asking me to donate money to give players thousands of dollars so they can have a better chance to win a game, it's almost like an owner asking a city to raise taxes for a stadium. He said it's different donating to the Pirate Club. At least some of that is supposed to go towards bettering the school and education. As Jamie says, that's the way it is now. And Eric says, unfortunately, it is. Everybody has to decide for themselves, but I'm buying my daughter as many gifts as I can. If ECU goes 0-12, that's just better fifth quarters. We don't want to go 0-12. But yeah, it's everybody has that decision to make for themselves if they're able or not able to go NIL, to go practice facility, to go Pirate Club, whatever. Bryce is, we'll save the topic for next week. Bryce is not happy with our 2024 football non-conference schedule, but is a little more pleased with 25 and beyond. So we'll table that for next week, Bryce. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy your week, and we will talk to you next week.
Sounds good.
Shirley Rhodes, Chan Man, great show. We will see you Wednesday, 3 o'clock, for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew here, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Whatever tweets you've read and interacted with, whatever articles you've read as well, even water cooler talk, I'm sure that has been the big discussion so far for